All right, all right. I'm digging the shirt there, Shane. Black Sabbath. What Tony Stark wore in the first Avengers movie. And all I did is I got a comic book shirt. I think I wore this before. I can't remember. Probably
Yeah,
going to the galaxy,
I
something.
thought you did. I know I've seen it before, so
And
you
it
had to.
matches this.
Ooh, whoa.
This is one of
Is
the
this the
stuff they
graphic? Oh,
sell.
okay, that is the graphic
Yeah, the
novel.
graphic novel. Like when they have the I guess all 6 issues combined into one.
Okay, so that's a graphic novel just for the Infinity War,
Yeah. Oh no,
right?
Infinity Gauntlet.
Okay, this is for the Infinity
But
Gauntlet.
the
Okay.
Infinity War. So I just showed my wife this last night, right? From 1992.
Oh, each individual issue. Oh, Wolverine,
I
man.
bought these brand new back in '92. Let's see when it first
Oh,
came
look
out.
at that.
June.
Galactus is in this story.
Yeah.
We don't see any Galactus in this
No.
movie.
So this was when I was a kid when I bought this brand new, right? I remember reading this and then thinking like, hey, this would be awesome if they were able to show this as a movie. I also have the graphic novel.
Okay,
It's
cool.
because I wasn't I think that was the time when I moved from New York to Texas, so I wasn't able to get issue 5 and 6. Otherwise I would have collected them all.
Yeah.
And then I gotta go on eBay.
Well, I got to get on eBay now to get any of that because I don't
Yeah.
have any of it.
Yeah, there's no comic book store up in West Texas, huh?
Well, I'm sure there is somewhere, not here.
Not close enough. All right,
Oh, no,
we're,
no.
we're finally at Infinity War. This is the 19th movie of the whole lineup. I can't believe we made it this far. Not even for us, right? But even for like Disney
Well, yeah, I
when they
mean,
first did it.
it's pretty good that Marvel made it. I mean, if you think about it in a way, like we said, instead of each movie being a sequel, I mean, every Marvel movie is a sequel instead of just
Yes.
Iron Man. I mean, Hulk is a sequel to Iron Man, not Hulk. I mean, Iron Man, a sequel to Iron Man.
No, no, no. Yeah, I get it. Like every
So
other
in a way,
movie
that's
is
19
sequels.
sequels
Yeah, it's like
that we made
19
too.
sequels. I know. It's like they put like a television format
Exactly.
into movie.
Like I said, nobody's done this.
No, because you know what's really funny? It's 23 movies, right? So
I
you
don't
know
even think
how
there's that
some
many James
seasons of
Bond
TV,
movies.
yeah. Well, the James Bond movie is just based on each book, and then it's not in
Well,
order
it was up
anymore.
until they ran out of books.
Oh, when they just kind of
Yeah, a lot
redo
of the
some
newer
stuff.
James Bonds are not based on books.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
Daniel Craig ones, yes.
Yeah, Daniel Craig's first one is a book, and then the rest, as far as I know, aren't based on any books.
Oh, they just wrote the stories behind it.
Yeah,
So I like I think we talked about this before. Like a lot of these movies just take elements from the issues and then they wrote it into the story somehow.
yeah. So they got it based on some of their stuff in their comic books, some of their more
Yes.
popular stories.
Well,
I'm sure
obviously the
eventually,
characters.
I'm sure we'll see older stories that nobody even noticed, you know, but they just rewrite them. I mean, everything
Yeah,
can be rewritten.
everything will be written just kind of like how Frank Miller did the comic books when he brought Daredevil back. Not brought Daredevil back, right? It's his version of Daredevil.
Yes,
Yeah, because he wrote he created Elektra, I believe.
yes, he did.
Yeah.
He's the creator of Elektra.
See.
I don't know. He kind of creates it. He kind of does his own story for everything.
Yes, and that
Yeah,
works.
Frank
Like
Miller
if he
it
works for
works.
Marvel and he's like, okay, I'm working for Marvel now, so let me write this story or whatever,
Yeah, it works for a lot of. I think a lot of comic books have been done that way, though. You know,
Yes,
you get the story, and then somebody goes, "Hey, I'm gonna do it this way now." And
yes,
it gets more popular. I mean, because Frank Miller did that for Batman too,
yeah.
for
Frank Miller
Dark
did that
Knight.
for Batman. Yes.
Yeah, so
So I want to say that besides this movie, right? I don't think there's another movie with such a huge cast of characters. Besides like Ocean's 11 or something. But
okay, yeah, I could say that in a way. Which when you say Ocean's 11, in a way, this movie's actually a heist movie,
yes,
but from
for for
the
Thanos,
other
right?
side, which is funny because the end game will be a heist movie too,
Oh, definitely, yes.
or the hero side.
For the hero side.
So, yeah, but like you like to point out, this movie is more like a what do you call it? Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, that's how I exactly imagine this movie
Except
is
this is a
exact.
heist movie, though.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is the
come on,
heist
Empire
movie.
Strikes Back was wasn't much of a heist movie because all they got of it was a Han Solo and a hand.
Yeah, Han Solo and the Hammer. Just basically when the bad guys win.
Yeah, the bad guys were.
When the bad guys win, right? I feel like automatically the movie is so much better because it's not what you predicted. Because
And
every
it's
movie we
okay.
see, 90s
I mean,
five
it's
percent
okay
of it.
to Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not something you expect. It's not something you always want to see.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why like they know this is not how it's gonna end. The Infinity
Yeah,
War.
yeah,
Because you know
it is.
when this movie ended, right? I was thinking like, there's another hour, right? Because this is what I wanted to see. Because up to this point, you didn't know it's gonna be a sequel, like Infinity War. Like I know it's gonna lead to this point, right? But I didn't know.
I guess I kind of knew. I think we knew there was two movies because I knew there was two movies, and I'm gonna go ahead to one part that I was sitting at the theater because I knew there's two movies, but I thought this is where Tony Stark's done.
Mm,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
yes.
That when I was sitting in the theater, I was like, man, this is horrible. This is, I mean, yeah, I was like, what am I gonna do? This is. I don't know if I want to see the next movie.
Okay, so this is a good thing that you point out because like for a while now we didn't see any major characters die until we seen this one. Like,
Yeah,
and
well,
it's right off the
Quicksilver,
bat too.
Silver is the only person we lost so far.
Quicksilver, yes.
And then, but in this movie, the first 10 minutes of the movie, well, I don't know if it's maybe 10 minutes more. We see two major characters
Yes.
die.
And it's so like when you mention sequels, right? This is like direct sequel to Thor Ragnarok.
Yes, exactly.
Directly picks up from that.
Because we end on Thor Ragnarok with was it Sanctuary 2? That's Thor's.
Yes.
Thanos' gigantic, massive ship that he's compensating for other problems in his life.
And what they didn't they just cover it with one line, and what Thanos did is they went to Xandar to pick up the stone.
Yeah, they didn't show it, but Xandar.
They didn't show it, yeah.
For anybody that's listening that doesn't know who Xandar is, Xandar is a planet with the Nova Corps.
The Nova Corps in the
we
first
don't
Guardians of the
know-
Galaxy movie.
So we don't know what he did to this planet. Did he kill half the people? Did he decimate everybody?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He just whatever he did, right? He just went there to get the stone, and then
it's
he
going
just
to have
left.
to have repercussions for the
Yeah.
rest of the movies in the future. I mean, because so far we've noticed in this movie, Thanos normally takes a world, he kills half the people. That's his
Yes.
deal. He's got this sick theory. Instead of using technology to help the world like Tony Stark would do, I'll just kill half the people and everything will be fine.
Right.
That's what he does. But he doesn't always keep his word. We'll find out because several places he attacks in this movie, he kills almost everybody.
Yes.
And it's an important deal because I saw an article on this movie. Somebody's like, "Oh, the biggest plot hole in this movie. There's a huge plot hole in this movie." So I read the article. Okay, guess what their plot hole in this article was?
What?
That they don't kill Vision, destroy the stone. Now, how is that a plot hole? How is that a plot hole? They made this big deal because see, the people who were writing the article assumed that Vision is only an android or a robot, and that's it. They could have just destroyed him real easily, gave the stone to the aliens, and the story would have been over. And I'm like, well, that's the plot point. It is a major plot point. It's Vision holding on to this stone.
Yep.
We'll get into that more later.
No, they talk
But,
about
I mean,
through the
I just-
whole movie. Yes. Yeah.
It's the biggest point, and I don't understand why somebody thought this is it. Because Vision is more than an android or a robot, especially to the Avengers. I mean, he saved the Earth. How can you just go, hey, these guys won't destroy our world if you'll give them the stone? But here, this is also what I was going towards. Now. So they gave this. Let's say they did get the stone to Thanos. Who's to say he won't still kill half the people on Earth,
Right.
or all the people on Earth? Let's say they destroy the stone. What's the convenient to keep him from killing everybody on Earth?
And know what? The other point I want to bring
other
out.
planets, because he kills all the Asgardians that's on the ship.
Well, he killed most
All
of
of
the
them.
Asgardians, right?
He killed all the Asgardians that was on the ships.
Oh, because I thought Thor said that. I watched this movie twice. Thor said he only killed most of the Asgardians on his
So
ship.
he killed. Well, there's probably more Asgardians that left early, got off the ship and went other places.
Oh, okay.
Because we already know that we didn't see the Rock guy.
Oh,
didn't
that's
see,
right. They yes.
There's several Asgardians that already went to Earth. They must have broke off the ship and went ahead faster to set up.
Oh,
make
before
room
that
for all
that
the-
one, right? Oh, you
But,
know
I mean,
what?
we saw-
Wait. Korg was he wasn't on this ship when Thanos arrived
No, a
because
lot of people.
they
weren't.
were all together.
Valkyrie wasn't either. You got to think there's a little bit of time passed. Because I mean, I'm going to say a lot of time, some time passed between Loki's speech at the end of Thor Ragnarok. Because they're all on spaceship. And
Oh, okay.
We saw
Oh,
that scene. We see the way he sits
Okay.
in the chair.
okay. I was confused. So wait. So let me get this straight. You were pointing out that in Thor Ragnarok at the ending scene, that was like times passed between.
Yeah,
Okay. I got you.
in the very ending scene. Because you guys remember, he starts the chair and he says where he's going to go. But then we cut to Loki still being there.
Yes.
Because he says, "So you're still here." So I'm thinking he thinks Loki's still there. He sees Loki didn't leave with some other people. Some
Right.
other people must have left, and we know Valkyrie left.
Yes.
And there's
Oh,
probably
that's
other
right, because those are for people who doesn't want to go to Earth.
and there was probably other Asgardians on other outposts throughout space.
Right, because Lady Sif wasn't there.
But we did see when Thanos leaves, he destroys that ship. The ship is called the Statesman.
Yes. Oh, okay. He destroyed
Wipe
that
the
ship.
ship
Yeah.
out.
And that's why Thor said he only destroyed most of the Asgardians, or some.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he destroyed everybody
That's
who
right.
was on that ship.
Because
Which is neat.
Yeah.
We also want to point out, when it starts off, there's a distress call.
Yes, immediately.
The distress call is actually the voice of the first director of the first Thor, Kenneth Ragnar.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome. How they included
way
everybody.
Awesome. Yeah, because you hear that voice in there, and you can hear it's kind of an English voice.
Yes.
Telling
That's
them,
so cool.
This is not a warship. Please don't destroy.
This is the distress call. Yeah.
And it's a neat thing because the distress call gets picked up by the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes. Yeah. I like that. So let's go all out the bat, right? Like 2 major characters die. First is Heimdall, because he sent the Hulk away.
Well, because he used dark magic.
Yes. I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah, because there's not a Bifrost Bridge. The sword is broken. We see that.
Yes.
But it's dark magic, and it's the same dark magic. This actually shows you Heimdall. We kind of don't ever really get into how powerful Heimdall really
and we
is.
don't know what Heimdall is, so he's a wizard. Or warlock, right?
I think he's a very powerful god.
Oh.
It's powerful, probably ranks up there with Thor. And probably because being older, that's why he's more powerful. Because we about decided our Asgardians get their power for how long they've lived and how long they've been on Asgard and the weapons they wield.
Yeah, we never talk about what is Heimdall, right? Is he a warrior? Is he like a wizard? He's
the guardian of Asgard.
Guardian of Asgard.
I'm going to say he's the guardian of Asgard, and he's the king's guardian because he sees everything.
That's
so he's
right.
like, he can be not just the guardian, he's the spy, the border patrol. He's everything.
For the 9 realms, right?
Because the only other person that we know that can use dark magic and travel through the Bifrost is Odin.
Yes.
Because seeing that Heimdall's power, then we know that Odin was even more powerful than we gave him credit.
So I want to bring up the timing. So we talk about one time, right? Maybe not on this. Odin is probably could destroy Thanos, but the timing. I would
say Odin could stop him. Because here's the thing about Thanos. Thanos isn't a regular Titan.
No,
he can't be a regular alien from his world. He must have been an aristocrat of some sort.
Okay.
I'm thinking he has a lot to do with maybe whoever fights the Eternals.
Oh, so you know what? Isn't Thanos like an Eternal? I read that somewhere.
I don't know if he's an Eternal or if he's the other group.
Oh, okay.
But I think he's advanced because he's holding all 5.
I think I read that in this one. Just in
he holds all 6 stones. You got to think most people can't wield a stone.
See, okay, so that's why I want to point out. So when
you got to remember, a Star-Lord could only do 1.
See, yeah, exactly. And then
Clearly.
Thanos is holding them like candy. Like, have no effect. When he first broke the Tesseract, right? And he got the stone out, he's holding this thing with no problem.
Yeah, and see, to Asgardians, they're not a big deal.
Yeah.
To Tony Stark's new armor, a few of them are not a big deal.
Well, I thought they just, studied the gamma way or whatever. Like,
well, I think the more you have, the more powerful they get. Well, I'm pointing out that they're not a big deal to a suit yet.
For a suit, but for someone who could touch them regularly, Thanos was fine.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, Tony Stark's father handled one of them.
Yeah.
Originally.
Yes.
But it was in this.
It was a Tesseract, right? When they had that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But he had equipment.
Yes.
So yeah. So yeah, we see Thor, and the neat thing is we see not Thor. Well, we see Thor eventually battle Thanos, but it's mainly the Hulk battling Thanos.
Yeah, in the beginning there was just a fight scene between Thanos.
He beats the crap out of the Hulk.
Yes.
Severely bad, but it's also, you got to remember, he has all his armor on too.
Yeah, he did. And this was really funny, right? In this book, Adam Warlock asked they knew they had to kill Thanos, right? But Adam Warlock only trusted 2 people to be able to kill Thanos because they don't have the second thought. He asked Wolverine and the Hulk.
Yeah. There's no Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wolverine would have killed him.
Yeah. And I was thinking like, I thought the Hulk would have put up a pretty good fight, but like Thanos defeated him easily.
Yeah, but he also had his armor on.
Yeah.
which is a big deal because you see some other heroes put up a better fight later on in the movie.
Mm. Oh yeah,
But Thanos isn't wearing armor either.
yes, but that was a whole group of them.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole group, but I mean, come on, Captain America almost pulled his hand open.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he beat up
I mean, sure it's adrenaline, but Captain America put up a pretty good fight until he started using, and he had to use power to put him down.
Yep. So he kills. Well, one of the Thanos henchmen kills Heimdall. No, Thanos kills him, right?
No, Thanos kills Heimdall.
He kills Heimdall.
Yeah, he grabs it, but it was with one of the other guy's weapons.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why he
stabbed him right through the heart.
And that's when Thor said that you would die for that.
Yeah. Well, he kills Heimdall, yeah, and then of course they wrap up Thor, but he can't do anything. And then we think Loki decides. Well, they pretty much tell him, I'll spare Thor's life," which is another lie.
Yeah.
If you'll give me the
Tesseract.
Tesseract.
He's looking for the Tesseract.
Because Thor doesn't know that Loki has a Tesseract.
No.
But we also see that Loki has changed.
Yes.
He is not on Thanos' side anymore.
Well, because before you just think like he's just like, oh, I assume you have a preference, and he's like, kill away.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's like, oh, big deal. Go ahead, kill Thor.
Yeah.
But after he sees it, he's like, nah, this is all I got left.
Yep.
You've already killed almost all my people. All my real people are probably gone. So, of course, he gives him the Tesseract and then tries. And of course, that's when we see the Hulk fight.
Yes, because we have a Hulk. I know it was strange when he said that line.
Well, it was also neat when we think Loki's finally going, okay, I'm going to go to the bad side.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go to the bad side, but it was just, he was trying to pull up a diversion, right? That's what he was trying to do.
He pulls out the knife and
trying to stab,
tries to stab. He gets killed by the Power Stone.
And then he kills by Thanos.
Yeah. So Thanos has the Power Stone, and now he gets the Space Stone.
Space Stone.
Which lets him travel wherever he wants to go without a ship now.
Yes.
So that's it. He leaves it. Well, they finish off the Asgardian ship and kill everything.
Yep, kill everything.
Load up and people floating all in space.
Yeah, and then Thor was floating into space. Yeah.
Which is neat because that's funny because you see the spaceship is all blown up with all these bodies floating in space.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say this because there was I usually watch Star Trek Next Generation and there were scenes where they'd fight the Borg and the ships were supposed to get blown up and people with model makers would make little body stuff, but they had to make it in a way that you couldn't see it on TV because you can't show that kind of stuff on TV.
Yeah.
But that's funny, but you can see it now.
Yeah, you can see it. It's just the rating system is different,
Yeah, everything's different. It's like bodies, who cares? It's okay to see dead people now.
Because we saw that in Guardians of the Galaxy too, when they throw the crew off into space and then you can see them floating and then they look like they're frozen. Depends on
the content of how you show it.
Yeah, it's a content,
Yeah.
No bloody stuff anyway. So we continue to seeing where the Hulk went. They send Hulk back to Earth.
Yeah, they send the Hulk back to Earth.
It's because they know, I think Heimdall wanted to send him so that to let them know that Thanos is coming.
Exactly.
Because Thanos said there's 2 more stones on Earth.
Yeah, and that's where they're headed next.
Yes.
Well, not Thanos, because he's got to go tie up some loose ends.
Yes.
He's going to go get I guess he's decided he's so powerful now with the glove and stuff that he can send his henchmen to go get, because I guess he's still thinking because he already knows the Avengers are broken up.
Yep.
Also knows there's Odin's not around to come to Earth to stop him.
No, yeah.
There's nobody to stop him now. Odin's gone.
And Thanos actually went to nowhere.
All the Asgardians are dead.
Yeah. Thanos actually went to nowhere, and while he sent his children of Thanos.
Well, we also got to point out there's what we don't know about the story either is it's not just Asgardian destroyed. Odin's gone. They've already destroyed the Nova Corps pretty much, so they're not going to be a threat. Plus, we also have to point out that we don't know this yet, and we'll learn this later in the movie. He's already wiped out where all the Asgardians kept their weapons or had the weapons made. He's already destroyed them too. Why Asgard was being destroyed, he must have wiped them out.
Yeah. Well, he got the. Oh, you know what? Yeah, there's no timing on when he got the gauntlet.
There's no timing, but most likely this started happening during the very tail end of Ragnarok.
Yeah, probably in the tail of Ragnarok. You know what? He probably you know what? Thanos probably carry out his plan as soon as he knew Odin was gone.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
I think the timing is when he know Odin was gone, right?
Well,
then you cut. Well, hold on. My thought is that when Odin is gone, right, they cut to the scene from Guardians of the Galaxy where he put on the gauntlet, because you don't know what that timeline
Yeah,
is.
you
when
don't know
put
what
on
that
the
is, and I'm
gauntlet.
saying that's the exact same thing I'm saying.
Yeah.
It had to happen later on. It's just showing us something that was about to happen.
Yes.
Because the thing is, during Thor Ragnarok, everything was declining anyways. He could have destroyed the dwarves then.
Yes, he
Why,
can.
why Thor was over there fighting Satar or whatever his name
Right.
is.
Because no one
Already
can
lost it.
like they
Because
weren't
nobody
able
went
to
and
know.
checked on him.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody went and checked on it. Because, I mean, it's not like the Nova Corps, who kind of like space police. They would have checked on because they were already gone.
They were already gone. Thanos knew who to attack first.
Yeah, he already took care of the Lucians. I mean, so like to him, I'll send some henchmen to Earth. No big deal because there's no Avengers now.
What would you say? Oh, you know what? So, technically, Thanos gotten all 6 stones in like one day.
Yeah, I guess in a way.
Yeah, in a way, like
Maybe
maybe
a couple. I think
32 hours or
It
something.
was several 2 days. It was 2 days.
It didn't take him a week.
Nighttime.
When he wants to get something done, right? He gets it done.
He got it done pretty quick.
Yes.
Plus, I mean, it helps when you have pretty fast spacecraft and you have a Tesseract to walk through.
Yes. Yeah, ever since he got the Tesseract, he's been using that nonstop.
Yeah, he used the crap out of that, man.
Man.
But then we see Hulk smash through Doctor Strange's house.
You know what's really cool? I knew that part because it was supposed to be Silver Surfer. So that's just what I'm talking about.
That is in the comic book.
Yeah, it's in the comic books. It's Silver Surfer. I'm like, oh, I recognize this easily because I read this. Shoot, I read this when I was 10. Well, not this one.
Yeah, but of course we don't. Marvel doesn't have access to Silver Surfer yet.
No, that's what I thought too. When that's shown, right, I was like, holy crap! They copied the comic book exactly, except it's not Silver Surfer in that scene.
And I mean, that would have been a lot more stories for them to get to Thanos.
Yeah, but then I will. You know what? Just on a smaller scale, right? Just just basically judging from this, because they got Fantastic Four and X-Men, and to what I see here, I was totally satisfied. Like. I didn't gripe about like, oh, too bad they don't have X-Men. I didn't say any of that crap.
Yeah, and I think that would have been too much. Man, think how much that's going. Because see, that's the problem is the Infinity War comic books is going to include characters that are so powerful that I don't know how any of the other Marvel characters are going to handle them.
No, you're right. On the Infinity War, Scarlet Witch is already pretty powerful here.
Yes. And she's still learning her powers.
Yes.
Thor hasn't got the full effect of his powers yet. He gets them in this movie.
And actually, in Infinity War, it was Thanos, not the main bad guy. It's the other one, Magnus, right?
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
No.
It's this guy.
I've seen that guy before.
He's like a.
This is like evil Quicksilver.
I'm showing. Yeah, Magnus. To me, he's like the doppelganger for Thanos or something.
Okay, he looks like the evil.
Yeah, but like the Infinity War comic books.
I've never read the Infinity War comic books. So.
Oh, I like it because I like it so much because it includes so much characters.
I haven't read it yet. Now I gotta read it now. Thanks.
Yeah. Actually, when I show you these 4 of that, I actually ordered them from eBay this week. The other 2.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I could have the whole collection. But when my wife asked me, like, are these original from 1992? I'm like, heck yeah. I went every single month because I knew when it was coming out.
I'm like, who buys copies? They're just so cheapens the comic book collecting.
What do you mean by copies?
Don't buy copies.
Oh, no, yeah.
There is copies. I don't know there is copies.
Yeah, I don't know how to find the originals.
That's the thing. You buy the originals and you set them aside. I mean, if you would have bought them when they were new, you would have read them. But if you buy them now, you don't read them. No. You buy the graphic novel and you read that instead.
Yeah, I actually. So
that's the way comic books.
So I have the graphic novel, right? I read through this once, and I got the digital one. I got the digital one too because like I don't wanna keep flipping through and I'm gonna mess up this book.
Oh, yeah, because I mean graphic novels are worth money too.
Yeah, I don't want to destroy it with my early fingers.
You know what? But that's the point. That's the joy of reading a comic book.
It is. It is like.
I mean, I still read mine.
I'm afraid to rip this like by accident.
I probably wouldn't get into those since you have the graphic novel already.
Yeah, because look at how old this tape is.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably. I don't know.
It's gonna stay in there forever.
Well, until somebody buys it from you.
I don't know. My son will sell it. It won't be me.
Yeah,
it'll be a long gone.
They'll be like, "Look at this crap my dad kept."
It just gets tossed away.
Yeah, it was worth a lot.
Yeah,
maybe.
Let me see how much this was. $2.50. I think you could probably buy this for 3 times as much now. I don't know how much this is worth. I mean, I don't have Wizard. Do you remember that magazine, Wizard?
Yeah, oh, I do. Well, I don't have Wizard currently. Yeah, I had a subscription to Wizard. I loved Wizard,
Yeah, I love Wizard too.
especially since it gave you cards in it.
Yes, no, I have holidays card.
Yeah, you have the holiday. And I got
Holiday.
a few cards. Nothing crazy, but I mean, I like the sections in it because they had a section of people building their own superhero. I mean, their own action figures.
Yeah,
They
I
had
love
like
that
people
card.
sculpting that, and then it give you like the comic book price guide, and then it give you, of course,
I love
movie news.
that
I remember
magazine.
reading all the movies, superhero movies that were going to come out that never did. Because I remember one article was all about Matt Damon was going to be Daredevil. Now I don't know if you know this, but Matt Damon never became Daredevil. His friend did. Ben Affleck did instead.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh.
But yeah, no, there was an article about Matt Damon being interested in being Daredevil.
I think he'll be all right.
Would have been fine. It would have been weird though. I bet you Matt Damon's mad about it because Ben Affleck's played two superheroes and Damon's only been Lost on Mars and
why he's in Thor Ragnarok.
Jason Momoa. Oh yeah, well let's see who he is if he is anybody. He's gonna be the actor. Come on,
the actor that plays Thor.
Or watch him turn out to be like a superhero.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know.
I will see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
We gotta move along because so Hulk comes down, and that was the last time we see him as the Hulk for this whole movie.
Yes, he won't turn into Hulk because he got beat down so bad. The Hulk is.
Do you think that's the reason why? Because he got the beat down so bad. That was the first time he loses.
He has never lost, and I don't think he fought as hard either because he thought he was gonna win.
Yeah.
He didn't think Thanos was anything, but now. So now we know that Thanos is coming.
Thanos is coming.
And then, of course, the Wizards. We see the Wizards. And, of course, we see Tony Stark, which, by the way, is getting married, which we said that he had the ring during Spider-Man Homecoming. So that's a scene, but they're in the park. Of course, they do talk about having a kid.
Yes.
And they
call
him
Morgan.
Morgan, which is funny. We'll see this in the future. But Morgan, by the way, for anybody that's read the comic books, thinks his cousin.
Oh, yeah?
In the comic book, there's actually a Morgan Stark, and it's Tony Stark's cousin.
What is that? Is that a man or woman, like the Morgan name?
I think it was a guy.
Oh, is that what did Morgan Stark do?
As far as I know, nothing.
Oh, okay. So it's not too well.
I mean, that's something we could talk about in another movie.
Okay. But they mentioned it was like
a major character. I think it's just a side story.
Oh, just side story. It's just because
I think Morgan probably comes back later in the other comic books because there is another comic book where Tony Stark's grandfather comes back. And he's
I was going to say that. Wasn't it Pepper's grandmother or something? When they had that conversation in the park.
Oh, yeah, they're having this in the park.
Yeah.
It's her crazy uncle is what he says.
Oh, crazy uncle. That's right.
In their universe, it's her crazy uncle. But in the comic books, it's his cousin.
His cousin. Okay. Hey, you know what's really funny? They cut out Happy was in this movie. He was in
I think I read that, but I didn't watch the...
I watched the deleted scene. It's just him trying to protect them because they were out in the open, right? He's basically protecting them from paparazzi. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That was his only scene. So I didn't think, that wasn't important enough. But, because they're trying to put everybody in this movie, right? And Happy was, except his scene got deleted.
Okay, well, he got to direct the first two Marvel movies, so I don't think it's a big loss to him.
It's not
a big deal. He's already appeared in two Spider-Man movies, so he's got it.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
And he also gets to show up in Endgame, so.
And I like when Doctor Strange just came out, he's like, "Are you selling tickets or something?"
Yeah, well, I mean, he doesn't like Doctor Strange immediately.
No, they don't.
I don't know why.
Yeah. They're like the same person. We talk about that, they butt heads easily. I guess
they're like the same, but maybe it's also the bad news that he knows that he's bringing.
Yes.
Because you notice Tony starts wearing an RT unit on his chest again.
Yes, he is.
He's carrying his arm, and Pepper's not happy about
That's what they were talking about because they had the surgery, and she's like, "Why are you still wearing that around?"
Yeah, because we saw the surgery in Iron Man 3, so that's already been a long years ago.
Yep.
Story.
And he's still wearing that as
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even wear it during Ultron's time.
No.
So.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. He didn't, huh?
Yeah, he hasn't worn it in a long time. I mean, he always relied on the suits. But we also point out the RT unit he carries is nanite technology, which is the same technology that the Black Panther's using to get his suits, too. So, yeah.
Yes.
But anyways, he doesn't want to go with Strange until he sees the Hulk or Banner pop out. And of course, Banner's got to give him a hug.
Because they haven't seen each other in like a few years, actually. Now.
Yeah, more than 2 years.
A little over 2 years.
A little over 2 years now.
Yep.
So he goes back and he gets the Time Stone story from the Wizards.
Yeah, they go over the Infinity Stone story, like just briefly.
Yeah, briefly. And of course, Banner finds out that there's no Avengers now.
Yeah, there's no Avengers now. They broke up like a band, like the Beatles.
Yeah, of course, it's funny because, it's like he tells him, me and Cap are not on speaking terms, which basically means I'm not talking Captain.
Yeah.
Is all he's saying, because he's still carrying around the phone everywhere he goes.
Yes.
Because, I mean, got to remember, that was more than 2 years ago. So he's been carrying that phone around in his pocket for 2 years.
Yep. Like,
for sure, half he's carried it in his pocket part of the time. But, Tony Stark's going to keep that phone, and he gives it to Banner. And then that's when we see the air moving and stuff. Of course, they trade their quips against each other.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's so much alike. But except, I would say Strange is kind of more adult than.
Oh no, he's more adult because he's trying to protect the Earth.
Well, he's already got a challenge. I mean, he knows more than. Well, I can't say he knows more than Stark. Stark already knows it's coming.
Yes.
Mainly because of what he saw when he went through the wormhole, and of course reinforced by Scarlet Witch when she put the spell on him during Ultron.
Yeah, because he's about losing everyone.
Yeah, because he saw a vision and he's never let it go.
Yeah.
And of course, that's when we see that they got to go outside. Here comes this big giant donut spaceship.
Well, I want to talk about when Dr. Banner tells like Tony, it doesn't matter who he doesn't talk to anymore. Because Thanos is coming. Because he talk about like, hey, the back in New York, the Loki thing, he sent Loki.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to find out how to prevent that, right? And that's what Tony was trying to do.
Yeah, most likely that war would have actually resulted in them taking over the Earth and killing half of everybody.
Yes.
And they probably would have took Loki out.
Yeah.
Now Thanos would have been like, yeah, boy, it's not your planet now.
Yep. So yeah, then now we get to what's that guy? What's that skinny guy? The alien.
Oh, the alien?
Yeah, what's his name?
What's his name? Squid Face? What do you call him?
Oh, I call him Squidward.
Squidward, yeah, from which his name's been in. It's Ebony Maw, what is it?
Ebony Maw, yes. Maw is dead, yes.
Yeah, who's some kind of wizard himself.
Oh, he's a wizard, right?
Well, no, I mean we got to think magic and technology run hand in hand.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what Thor said.
Especially since the way we would look at it, I'm sure it's a type of technology. I mean, come on, even seeing Tony Stark move his hands and putting his suit on is a type of magic. But even we know how it works.
Yes.
We just don't know how Doctor Strange slaps his hands around and pops up the little shields.
Yes, I love that. I love that part.
Or Wong does the.
Oh, that's right. He has to do the little thing, right?
Yep.
And Doctor Strange doesn't.
They're sling rings.
They're sling rings.
Yeah, the little ring they got on their fingers.
Oh, I never noticed that. Doctor Strange sometimes he still does it.
And use those. Yeah, they use them. They all both use them. They're always on the rings. They put them in their pockets.
Oh.
That's how they open the portals, and then they also show the lassos.
Right.
Sling rings.
Right. And now it's just the first battle between the Avengers. Well, I want to say Avengers. It's just
Iron Man, the Wizards, the Avengers. Yeah, the Wizards, the Avengers, and the aliens.
The aliens, yes.
And of course, Tony's trying to still one up the Wizards. And then he's also getting mad at Doctor Strange because he keeps Doctor Strange, you just need to leave. We take care of this. This is my business.
Yeah.
He's trying to make up for the fact that he's not an Avenger.
So this is my favorite line of the whole movie, right? Which I'm going to use as the tagline when he's like, hey, Earth is closed today. I'm sorry, Earth is closed today. Why don't you go back to your spaceship and leave?
I don't know. You sure you want to make that tagline? Because there's a lot of good lines.
There's a lot of great lines in this movie.
Oh, there's so many good lines. Especially,
I might have to change
Thor, it. Especially with some of the ones that Thor.
Yes.
Yeah, especially when he goes, what did he say? I bid you farewell, good luck, and so long, morons.
Yes, morons. He said it like very proper, like morons.
Because he thought that's what those guys really were. He doesn't know what it means.
He doesn't know what it means because he's not from that world where that word means.
Because Rocket's the one that called the rest of his crew morons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? We're jumping way ahead. I want to talk about this battle because this is the first time we realized that Hulk didn't want to come to be because Tony was like, "Hey, you ready for this, Bruce?" He's like, "Well, no, but when did I ever get a choice?"
Yeah. Why did I ever get what I want?
Oh, what I want. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, me and the Hulk is trying to have a thing right now. No, there's no time for a thing. That's the thing right there.
Ebony Maw also came with his own little Hulk.
Yes, with a helmet. Yeah, he was helming some kind of weapon.
Whatever. I'm so glad when that guy got killed.
I love that. I love that conversation before they even speak when Tony said that Earth is closed, right? And he's like, Stonekeeper, does this person talk for you, right? He's like, no,
Yeah,
certainly not.
no, he certainly doesn't.
I like that. Like that was the first time and only time I heard someone just refer to him as a stonekeeper, because that's basically what Doctor Strange is. He's a stonekeeper.
Well, he's not really a stonekeeper. He's a lot more. But to the alien,
To the alien, he's a stonekeeper. Yes.
But to the alien, all these people are ants.
Yeah.
These people are already worth the time that he came down to get the stone.
It's just Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Because he's kind of like a preacher type. He's always telling everybody, "Oh, rejoice that you're dying for Thanos. Now you're the children of Thanos." I'm like, shut your mouth. This guy is an extreme douche. Okay, he's
yes,
an
he is.
type level.
That's I entirely agree.
Yes, I mean, come on. This is what aliens going to look like when they come. I would rather them stay off. You know, you always have these people, let's find aliens. I'm like, man, we don't think I want to.
No.
They're always jerks.
Yep.
I mean, we saw what they do in Independence Day.
Yeah. So it didn't happen. And then Iron Man put on that suit just by pulling the pull strings of the hoodie.
I think it was
the jacket. Oh. Man.
I think actually taps the thing in
oh, that's why he taps it, yeah.
He probably pulled the strings to pull his suit up so the nanites were attached to this tracksuit.
And that was the first time, that was the only thing that's closest thing to what the Black Panther wore. When that suit becomes him.
Yeah, nanites.
Nanites, yeah.
And I mean, he probably been working on it a while, but we haven't seen a nanite suit yet.
No.
Because I can't remember what was the last movie we saw a suit in. Was it Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yes, the last time we saw a suit was Spider-Man, and it's the red with the silver on the bottom.
Yeah, it's just like something you can take on and off really easily. Yeah. Nothing, I mean, not too big of a deal. But this one was like, man.
Yeah, it's a nanite suit. This is the nanite suit.
Yeah, so it just kind of like, man, look at that. It's just like, hey, I'm ready anytime.
Yeah, it's like, hey, man.
Can you imagine the timeline of like the first Iron Man? Hey, hold on. I gotta go back into my building.
Yeah, I gotta go back in my building.
Give me 30 minutes. I'll be right back.
I mean, I think the nanite suit in a way is the way improvement of. It's not any of the other suits. It's the improvement of number 5.
The 5.
The suitcase suit. Remember the suitcase suit we saw in Iron Man 2?
Yep.
Which, I mean, he can carry it in a briefcase and it puts it on, but it's not that powerful. It wasn't nowhere near as powerful as the suit before it.
No, it's not. It's just a portable one.
Yeah, it was just a portable suit, so you'd have to go up to the building. Hey guys, could you wait while I go put my suit on?
This one is really powerful because he fights Thanos in his suit.
Yes, this suit is. I mean, everything he's fought up to this point.
Yes,
I think every time that Tony comes up against something, he learns.
Yes.
So I mean, by the end game, his suit's going to be even better.
Yes.
Which I'm thinking, though, he didn't work that much on it because he kind of gave up.
He kind of gave up, yeah, because he thought that was it. That was the end game.
Yeah, he thought that was it. But even though he didn't listen to Strange like he should.
No, so, Doctor Strange got Banner out of the way. He sent him, somewhere else in New York.
Portal. But here's one part I like, though. Okay, because the aliens up there, they stop them. They're fighting, all right? But then we see the bus going down the bridge with Peter Parker on it. And I like it when he slaps. He wants Ned to do the get
distraction.
But the problem is Ned didn't even see him. Ned turns his head, sees an alien.
Oh my god, a spaceship! We're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
And then my favorite part was Stanley. Like, what? You guys don't act like you guys never seen a spaceship before.
It's got to think in this movie. You got to point out the people in New York are going to be very fearful now. Because the last time they saw a spaceship, they had the war in New York.
Yes.
And they almost didn't get out of that. Yeah. So just one spaceship looks like even if it looks like a donut you would eat.
Yes.
It's gonna be scary, okay?
I forgot about that when Stan Lee said that don't act like you never seen a spaceship before, because they have.
Yes, most people have. And it wasn't a good thing.
It's never a good thing so far, like when they see spaceships.
Yeah, I can't think of a movie where it's a good thing.
District 9? It wasn't a bad thing.
It wasn't a very good thing because those guys were like homeless.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad thing. So they didn't come and destroy the people. But in the MCU, when they came, right, they destroy everything. There's no
in the majority of movies.
Yeah,
it's a bad thing.
There's a bad thing. Yes,
I haven't seen too many movies around.
Yeah, and then so they show Spider-Man right away, and he joins the battle because Iron Man was fighting the other big dude.
Which we get to see his super strength because he stops the axe.
Yes,
for that big monster.
Yeah. A lot of people forget that, maybe they probably don't know that Spider-Man is actually stronger than Captain America.
Yes, he's almost as strong as Hulk.
Yes. But
He's
a lot of
not a
people don't
brute.
know that because given his age,
Yeah, and
you
he's a
know,
little tiny guy, and that's supposed to
he's
be the most amazing thing about him.
yes.
Is super strength, and always, and then they don't haven't used it too much
No,
to his advantage yet.
because he's not a trained
Sometimes I think the
soldier.
writers forget.
No, yeah, I think so too.
But yeah, I mean, they had a hard time with trying to figure out Captain America's strength too. So
Yeah, it is.
we
Because
see
they don't
parts
know
where he
each
should
other,
have been
you know?
stronger. Yeah, where he should have been stronger.
Except that Captain America is a trained soldier and Peter Parker is a 15-year-old
Yeah.
boy.
But hey, the neat thing is though, pretty much Tony Stark explains what's going down.
Yes, he like really
Uh,
fast. So
Bunch of aliens come down. They're going to try to steal a necklace from a wizard.
I'm a wizard.
Oh, there goes that wizard.
There goes
catch.
that wizard. Go get on it, kid. I'm on it.
Yeah.
A wizard.
He's lucky that Spider-Man showed up.
Actually, yeah.
Because they didn't have anybody.
No.
There's nobody.
That was just basically him, right? Just Iron Man, him, and Hulk is not, even though it's not available, and
Yeah, I mean-
Doctor Strange and Wong. That was really,
Yeah.
that was the whole defense line.
And that's the thing. And of course, as soon as they go to the spaceship, Wong has to go back.
Yeah, so what happens is like, we forgot to point out that Wong actually saved Iron Man too. That's when like, Wong, you invited to my wedding.
Yeah. Yeah, because he opened that deal and cut the hand
It
off.
cuts the
that big
head off
monster.
that guy.
I was like, yes. And of course, yeah, Wong, you're invited to my wedding. But of course, he has to leave because he's like, because Banner's like, what are you going to do? It's like, they took everything. I got to stay. I got to guard this.
Yeah, you
The Earth.
got this, yep.
He's got to guard the rest of the Earth.
And he
But
asked him, what are you
somebody
going to
else
do? Like,
going-
I'm going to make a phone call.
Yeah, because for all we know, somebody go, hey, Doctor Strange gone. Let's go. Most likely nobody will because they're going, oh, Thanos is at their planet. We're not showing up.
Yeah.
We'll wait till Thanos leaves and then we'll take over that planet.
Man.
So Wong goes there, and of course Banner makes the phone call, which
Yep.
is good.
And now we go to Guardians. They're
Yeah,
trying
the
to answer the
Guardians.
distress
In
signal.
space.
Yep. They're trying to answer the distress signal.
I'm just pointing out they're in space because
They're
that's
in
what the cue card says. Space.
Oh, yes.
It
Because they
just
were
gets
flying
weird.
towards that anyway. Because, they pick up the distress signal.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we hear them playing. They're playing the only original song in the movie,
Yes.
Rubber Band Man.
Yes.
Of course, only two of them, are doing.
Are singing,
playing.
yeah.
Everybody else is asleep.
Mm.
Groot's playing a video game, and I like it because what they're talking about. Oh, we're gonna go do the stress call. If they don't have any money, we're gonna take their
We're
shit.
going to take this ship, yeah.
Of course, I like it because the best thing is he goes, "Put your mean face on."
Yes.
And in the background, Mantis is sitting there. You can see her. She puts her
There's
She's got that mean face on, and she has it on the whole rest of the scenes.
Oh, she does, right?
Yeah, because every time they're fighting, because Groot and them are fighting because Groot said something bad. It keeps the camera just kind of pans over there. You can still see her face. She's still got the mean face on, even though they're fighting.
So Mantis and Drax is kind of like, they're very literal.
Yeah, they're very extreme.
Yes, they're extremely literal. Yes.
Yes, they.
I love that.
They most definitely don't get a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because like Drax said, if it flies over his head, he'd catch it. He
Yeah.
doesn't.
So that's when they hit Thor with their windshield. Is that what you call their spaceship?
Thor hit their windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah, get off, and his eye opens. Of course, they know he's alive.
Yeah.
Which is cool because this shows you that Asgardians can survive in space.
See, I was gonna point that out because the only other person was Quill before he destroyed Ego.
Yeah, and he didn't do it that good.
No, he didn't do it that long, but you can
Thor
tell,
is
like,
no
yeah.
big deal.
Thor,
And I don't
yeah.
know if it's all Asgardians, but I'm thinking it's all Asgardians. The only way to say that because remember their planet was a flat disc in space.
Yeah, it's a flat. So those are the flat Earth people,
So maybe space to them is not a big deal either.
No, maybe they're just always in space. That's the thing.
Maybe so.
They
I
never
don't
had a
know.
planet to be on, I guess.
Well, they had their planet. They had that disc.
They have that disc. Whatever, they don't call it a
The
planet.
structure was good.
It's just a
until,
place. Yeah.
They destroyed it. So
they took him in, right? I love this whole conversation. I love
Oh, this
it
is
when
the best conversation because
So-
we see how childish Quill is.
yeah. So when this movie came, right, I was so happy because there was so many articles saying like, oh, the three Chris's, right, for the MCU is like Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and Chris Pratt, right? And then I was thinking like, oh, this is the movie that I'll finally get to see all three of them in one movie. But then it's just mostly between Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pratt.
Yeah, that's only. Yeah, they don't ever see. I mean, of course, Thor was, Captain America, but that's later on.
Yeah.
And Captain America is not even in this movie that much.
No.
He's really the wise man.
Yeah, I think like Star-Lord has more screen time than Captain America.
Yeah, in a way, because
Yeah.
he's the jerk that ruined everything.
Okay, I want to go over that later.
He is. He's
We'll
the
go over
jerk.
that when we get to that scene. But I
Okay.
like how
Well, of course, they're trying to
everybody's going
describe.
over Thor. Yeah.
Well, first they don't know who Thor is.
No,
Which
they were
is
just
weird.
surprised that he was alive in space for a while.
Yeah, well,
Actually.
I like it because they're describing him.
Yeah.
He looks like an angel and a pirate had a baby.
It's like, and Drax are like, this is not a man. Yeah, that's what Drax said. Yeah, this is not a man.
This is not a man.
This is
Well,
an angel.
he goes, I'm a man. He goes, no,
No,
this is a man.
Yeah, this is a man. You're a child.
Yeah, you're a child. They don't like it. He goes, look at the muscles. He goes, I got muscles. He goes,
Come on,
He
man.
goes,
You're a
"You have one
sandwich away from
sandwich."
being fat.
yeah. Of course, Drax is like,
Yeah.
and the signals. Yeah,
And he's like, you know what? I'm
I'll
awake.
get a Bowflex.
I'll get a Bowflex, and I'm gonna commit.
Chris Bailey, he's only jealous because Gamora is touching his arm.
Yeah, because Gamora's touching his arm, and Mantis can wake him. I forgot sometimes that she
Yeah.
has that power. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
she wakes.
emotional.
She tells him all his problems first, and then
Yes.
she wakes him. Of course, he gets up, looks at him. Who are you?
Yeah. God, that's such a great thing when Star-Lord is trying to imitate him. Like, are you mocking me,
Yeah.
sir? No, this is the way I talk.
Well,
He's doing
I
it
like
again.
it. Well, I like it because he goes over that because he's walking around. He's trying to push the buttons, and he goes over to there, gets that food. He goes, "Hey, that's our food." He goes, "Not
Not
anymore." He did of course, he talks about I gotta go to was it Nadavier?
Yeah, never. Yeah, I can't pronounce it
I don't
now.
know, it's not Davier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, you remember Rocket's like, oh, they made the greatest weapons there.
Yeah,
I thought
because
it was
he
good."
didn't know that was real. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like it. He goes, and the white rabbit is the smartest one among
Yeah,
you.
the rabbit. Like rabbit. Then he starts touching his face again. Like everybody, every time someone sees Rocket for the first time, right, they mistake him for another animal.
Except for Quill, who's called him a raccoon.
A
and he
raccoon,
got
yeah.
angry.
And
Yeah,
a
he got
trash-
angry about the raccoon and the trash panda.
The trash panda knows so much worse.
Yeah, I don't understand. He's fine with a fox or a baboon or
Yeah.
a rabbit.
A
It's the
rabbit.
Which is funny because he's like the rabbit in the tree.
The rabbit. The rabbit tree.
Come with me. Of
Yeah.
course, I like it how Rocket says it. Because
Wait, they talk about the relationship.
I would like to very much go there, please, sir.
Yeah. When Thor asks Gamora, like, how do you know so much about Thanos? Like, oh, because Thanos is his father, her father.
Yeah, he
Stepfather.
gets up. Yeah, he gets up. You think it's gonna be a fight? He just sticks his hand on his shoulder.
Yeah, like,
they start
families are
bonding.
tough. Yeah, families are tough. And yes, hold
That's
on.
when Quill really gets
Yes.
jealous.
Yes.
You will not be taking our ship, sir. Quill, are you making your voice deeper?
Yeah, he's doing it again. This is the way I talk.
Such a child.
Ah, I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, but at this point of the story is where we get the main Guardians decide because they already know. They already told him where he's going to be. Nowhere. And I like what they say because he goes nowhere, and they go like, "Why? He's got to go somewhere." And he goes, "No, nowhere is a place."
Yeah, nowhere's the place.
And he
Yeah.
goes, "But why would he go to nowhere?" And he goes, "Because he
I
has
gave
the
the
other
stone
stone."
to the collector. Yeah.
Yeah, he gave the stone collector. They're like, "Who kind of idiot would give the stone to the collector?"
Yeah. Oh, a genius.
Of course, we know who gave it to it. Two Asgardians gave.
Well,
the
because
stone
Thor
to
told
it.
them to go to give it to the collector.
Yep. They gave so it was two Asgardians that did it.
Yes.
Of course, but Thor decides he's got to have a weapon.
Yes.
So
A new
he
weapon.
So he takes the rabbit. Tree
Well,
with him.
before we talk about that, right? I like how Quill also trying to compare, like, I actually killed my father, because Thor goes about like, my father's dead, my brother's dead, my brother, my best friend dies, all like, then how, I know that
everybody
fighting
else
your
is
sister is tough.
and everybody else is just rolling their eyes and like, oh, no.
He's trying to have a pissing contest, right? That's what Quill is trying to do.
But of course, Thor doesn't care. So
Just because Gamora touched him.
Yeah, so he leaves, and he's like, "Fed you morons, farewell."
Yes, you know what? He actually before they part ways, right? Quill was asking him like, "What kind of weapon are we talking about?" He's like, "The Thanos killing kind." Well, don't you think we all should have one? But I think he's right. Like, I don't like Thor is probably the only person that would actually can pick up that hammer, right?
Yeah, nobody else could touch the weapon off this.
No, well, except
that
for
little raccoon ain't gonna be able to pick that thing.
except for Groot. Groot picked it up.
Groot's got a different type of powers and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think Rocket would have. And
Quill
probably wouldn't have.
No, I don't think anyone could pick up that hammer except for Thor.
I mean, they couldn't use. Let's put it this way: they probably could have picked it up. No big deal. They probably can't use the full effect of its weapons.
Oh, interesting.
And most definitely couldn't open a Bifrost with it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That could open the Bifrost.
Right? Remember, the hammer itself. The hammer itself was pretty powerful, but also look what the war turned into when he gets it. He is super powerful.
Because they also mentioned that is the weapon of a king.
Yeah, this is a king's weapon. This is something that Odin would have had.
Yes.
This is probably as powerful as Gungnir, the spear of Odin.
Yes, because that's his weapon.
The spear of Odin, he just aims at somebody that wipes out people.
Yeah.
And he can open the Bifrost.
Yeah, he can.
Yes.
So Thor can open the Bifrost with that.
Yes. It also gives him power too. It feeds him more power. It's an Asgardian weapon. I mean, it's forged by a dying star. It is actually like getting several, maybe 100 Jonathans. I mean, I'm probably stretching the numbers there.
But like, no, it's much more powerful than the
way
Mjolnir.
More powerful than
Mjolnir.
Than Mjolnir.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is probably what I mean. Mjolnir was just for him when he was a boy. This probably would have eventually been a weapon for him.
Oh, okay.
Or the spear. I don't think the spear actually would have been his weapon. But
so let's talk about Thor for a minute. Like, as soon as we see Thor in the MCU, right? So much of his people had died, starting with his mother.
Oh yeah, he's lost everybody.
He lost everybody, like the Warriors 3. So by the end of this whole phase 3, right? All he has is Lady Sif.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything about her unless you're watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So
yeah, but that's it though. Like everyone that he once knew.
Well, he's got Valkyrie.
And Valkyrie's not even since the beginning. She didn't come in until Thor Ragnarok.
Lady Sif would probably be the only one, and we haven't seen her yet, so it doesn't matter. He lost his girlfriend too. Wow. We get to see all these pictures again, but women, what can I say? They go in and out of your life. Good thing, or they would have been blown up.
Wow. Yeah, like Thor's life is just like Happy Gilmore. I think I compared.
Yeah, but like I told you before, he doesn't see Bob Barker, so everything's okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, thank you.
Price is wrong, Bob. But anyhow, he flies off to go to the Dark Edge.
Yeah, to Dark. Yeah.
And the other guys, they decide
nowhere.
We're going to go nowhere. We got to go nowhere. And of course, that's when we shoot to Wanda.
Oh, the scene in London. Were they in England? I can't remember.
Scotland.
They're
in Scotland, which we had a discussion about this last movie.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, well, they're in Scotland, and of course, they're in love with each other.
Mm-hmm. And Vision, Vision, like, does he do that?
They actually both share a connection to the stone that's in Vision's head, because Vision's. Well, I mean, we haven't done the mutant thing in this universe.
No.
So Wanda's powers came from the stone on the scepter. Remember?
Yes. That's
and
right.
the scepter stone is also what gives Vision his life.
Right. And then Vision can change his appearance, right?
Yeah. But that's the thing is they share a connection with the stone.
Oh.
That's probably why they're connected. But again, they love each other. We'll know this later on in Vision stuff. But they're trying to, I mean, they're being kept up with by their other teams, you know.
Yes.
Wanda has to report back to Black Widow and the hidden Avengers. Vision's been going here and there with Stark.
So they're like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, they're like Romeo and Juliet. Exactly.
Yeah.
Except, they're keeping up with Vision because he's basically a prisoner.
Yes.
Because he signed the Soviet.
He's like Sokovia Accords. Yes.
Which, by the way, the Soviet Accords we can go ahead and blame this whole movie on.
Yes.
If they wouldn't have come about, it wouldn't have destroyed the Avengers.
You wouldn't have destroyed the Avengers. Yeah.
And we would have powers to fight Thanos, and he wouldn't have shown up.
Ooh, I don't know if I can go down.
Oh well, that's what you get when you let the government in. And by the way, who came up with the Sokovia Accords? Wakandans.
Oh shoot! Yes, that's right. The Wakandans.
Oh well, they suffer for it too.
Yeah, everybody did. Everybody suffers for it when they think they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, except for Captain America.
Yeah, I know that's my hero right there. Doing the right thing sucks, man.
Because even this movie, we realize he does the right thing.
He does the right thing.
The only time I realize he did the right thing is when we later see he shows up and sees Rhodey.
Mm.
And Rhodey's talking, Of course, they told Rhodey to arrest them.
Yeah, I'm right on it.
Yeah, I'm right on it. But but the thing is, I like it when he says this. He goes, "Oh, Rhodey, you're the one that signed the Sokovia Accords too." And he goes,
Yep.
"Yeah, I regret. I paid for that."
Yep.
He's like, "That was the stupidest thing I ever did."
I know.
He should have went to Captain America.
But see, that's the thing. Like he wasn't like that when in Civil War.
He was a military soldier too.
Yeah.
He is it now. He lost his legs. He lost his team. Now he might lose his planet.
Yep.
So, I mean, Stark. You could already see that Stark, from when he did the phone, he regrets it.
Well, I was gonna touch back on doing the right thing, right? When they had the conversation with Vision, he decided to you know what, I need to destroy myself, right? And Captain America is like, no, we can't. Captain America is the kind of guy that we don't leave a soldier behind. So he was doing the same thing.
I don't think it's all that too. Well, let's finish the deal. But they're in Scotland. Of course, they get tracked by that second group. They fight them off. And I mean, this is not a big deal to talk about. I mean, it's just a battle. We see that they like each other. Of course, you can see it on Vision's face when they realize that Tony Stark is missing.
Yes.
You see it on his face that he may have that it's his fault that Tony's missing.
Oh, yes.
You see it on his face. I mean, this movie, a lot more. I've noticed a lot more things are not said and expressed.
Yes.
In a lot of the actors' face in this movie.
No, you're right.
Usually, it's almost all dialogue. Because, I mean, that's almost all of Captain America's lines are not spoken.
No.
Especially when the fight scene. Remember the fight scene and Wanda's she's about to lose, her and Vision are about to get killed. And then you see those aliens, you see that silhouette.
Yeah.
They throw a spear and
he catches it. Yeah.
And then everybody, they're both smiling.
Yeah.
Vision and Wanda, they're smiling. They're like, you're going to get it now.
I love that. When they show Captain America, because the aliens already knew somebody was there. They just didn't know.
Well, they already know they got a problem, too.
Yeah.
Of course. The Falcon sweeps in, bam, and then of course Black Widow takes him out, and then of course Black Widow almost killed one of them.
Yes,
she messed that dude up.
She messed that dude up, and she gave him a chance to run away.
Yeah,
and she said, "You'll regret that."
Yeah, of course that's what they tell her. Yeah, of course Black Widow's like, whatever. People tell me this every day.
Yeah, people tell me regret all the time.
Yeah, I regret.
Which I want to say, Black Widow comes out this week. I'm going to see that.
Oh, Black Widow comes out this week.
Yeah, so gotta see it.
Gotta see it. All right.
It's been a long time since I went to the movie theater for an MCU movie. The last time was Far From Home.
Yep.
It's been a few years.
Yeah, that's the last one I saw too.
Yep. I can't wait to get this kickstarted. Before you know it, my people will be on the screen, and then it go back to your people.
My people? Come on, I thought we were all one people.
Caucasians. I just have to say that joke.
Now we're dividing ourselves.
I know. But let's get on with it. Oh yeah, so they had the train station battle. That's when they took Vision to whatever. But I was gonna ask you, when that guy stabbed Vision, right? Whatever weapon he used, it stops him from phasing.
Yeah, and who knows? It's very advanced technology, most likely. We got to think. Vision's changed a lot. We don't know. Vision doesn't know everything he can do.
No, he doesn't.
He's still a young person.
He's still a brand new. Yes, not brand new, but new.
Person. He's like a child.
Oh, we forgot to talk about that. When you said Vision blamed himself for Tony Stark missing, right?
Yes.
You're right, because Tony Stark did tell Banner, Vision haven't checked in. That's when Banner made a big deal, oh my God, Tony, you lost another superbot.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the problem. See, they don't think as Vision. They think Vision is a weapon, not a person.
Yeah. The government still thinks about that. In WandaVision.
Yeah, and a lot of the Vision. I mean, Wanda sees him as a person.
Yes.
Captain America sees him as a person. Thor even sees him as a person.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the funny thing on Thor. Thor seems to see everybody equally. Because remember when he even appears on the jet? I mean, there's a talking raccoon talking to him. No big to him.
Oh, yeah. Because somebody else. Yeah, just like a person.
Here's a tree. It's like, whatever, let's go.
Yeah, he doesn't see creatures, actually.
Which, by the way, I want to point out, that pod is the most Disney pod in space. You know why?
Why?
You have a talking tree. You have a talking animal.
Oh, my God. Yeah, the prince.
You have Prince Charming.
Oh, good. My gosh. That is the most...
Disney movies have a talking tree, talking animals, and there you go.
You know what?
Prince Charming.
They probably did that on purpose. They knew what they're doing. Come on. They did that with Star Wars. They did that in Endgame when all the females came. Remember?
Yeah.
Like when Spider-Man gave Captain Marvel the gauntlet, right? And he's like, are you gonna be able to handle it? And all these females came like, oh, don't worry, she needs backup. And I'm like, she's the only person in this whole area, right, in a 10-mile radius that doesn't need backup. They did that just for girl power. And then kind of like this one, when you pointed that out, they knew what they're doing. An animal, a tree, and a prince. That is the most Disney part ever.
Well, yeah, but anyhow, they get on the jet
Mm-hmm.
and they fly off to go back to the deal. But we need to go jump because the next scene is the flashback of Gamora.
Yes.
She's out.
Gamora, yeah.
This is the whole story. The flashback is to tell us how Thanos works.
Yes.
And give us a little point at how Gamora showed up.
He commits genocide.
Yeah, he kills half everybody, gives her a knife, and keeps her. Then he adopts her after he killed half of her planet.
So I want to point this out because I know we're going to get to the Soul Stone, right? I think he's trying to get the Soul Stone before, but he knows that he cannot succeed without giving someone up. A soul for
No, he
soul,
doesn't know.
right?
He doesn't know the rules of the Soul Stone at all.
Oh, okay.
We gotta remember. Okay, we had this scene, all right? In the next scene, we're back on the Guardians of the Galaxy spaceship. And Gamora asked Star-Lord that if she gets captured, he's got to kill her. He's got to kill her. And he doesn't know why. He keeps, shouldn't I know? Because if you know, then you're going to
Yeah, you're going to know, and
then
your life depends on it.
Here's where we is. This is why. Because Thanos sent her to find where the Soul Stone was. She found the map and just destroyed it. She tells us later on in the movie. But see, none of them know the rules because remember, he doesn't know the rules until they show up at the planet to get the Soul Stone. Neither one of them knew the rules because you remember the reactions they get.
So
we would have got the reactions if they were.
So you don't think Thanos knew something that should be the rule, but he doesn't know what it is until he gets there?
He doesn't know what it is at all. He doesn't. I'm thinking they think they can just go there and take it from somebody.
So he just lucked that he just brings Gamora along.
No, remember he brought Gamora along because now she's been lying to him. And he tells her when they land on the planet.
Yeah.
The Soul Stone, he tells her, the first thing he says, you better hope it's here for the sake of your sister. So that means that he didn't know anything yet.
Oh, okay.
And we see her reaction, so she doesn't know.
She doesn't know.
But this is where Drax also is standing there eating chips, eating the nuts.
Eating a salt nut. This is not the first time he did that, though.
Oh, is it not?
No, remember in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, he's like, Gamora's not the one for you. He just freaked him out. He did that. He just stood there the whole time. He just didn't know until he started speaking.
He's standing there, and then of course he thinks he's invisible until what's it, Manda shows up.
Yes. Oh wait, hold on. Before we go any further, I forgot one of my favorite scenes when before Thor and Guardians parted way, right? He said you need to get in contact with the Avengers. Like who the heck are they? They're Earth's mightiest heroes. And then Manda said Kevin Bacon.
Oh yeah, I forgot that line. Yeah,
and then he's like, "Well, I don't know. I haven't. He might be a member too."
Yeah, he might be a member. I've been there in a while.
I forgot about that.
You know what would be awesome is somewhere down the line, Kevin Bacon actually plays an Avenger.
Yeah, or something, right? It's just so funny.
It would be so funny.
Kevin
would
Bacon.
be awesome.
Watch Kevin Bacon shows up in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because he had Kurt Russell and David Hasselhoff in Guardians 2 and Sylvester Stallone.
Well, I mean, Kevin Bacon was in one of the X-Men movies. So.
Yeah, but not MCU. Yeah,
it's a possible.
He plays Sebastian Shaw. Yeah.
So the next scene would be they make it to nowhere.
They make it to nowhere. Well, that was the first time. Well, I want to point out this is the first time we've seen Gamora kiss Quill.
Oh yeah, because they're a couple now.
Yeah.
So I don't know when that happened. I mean, we got an idea when it happened. We didn't ever see it on screen.
No.
I mean, we knew they were getting closer to each other.
And I think I think that scene is better showing it that way because it's kind of showed up like, hey, something might be happening to Gamora.
Well, we need to see it now because now we know. I mean, it's a big part of the story because now we need to see that he cares about her or it would move the story along.
Yep, he cares about her.
Because I mean, even Thanos when he meets him, he's like, "Oh, the boyfriend."
Because I would feel that like Quill. This is like, if Gamora wasn't there, this is something that Quill won't do. Like I'm not gonna go fight Thanos. It's because Gamora wants to stop Thanos.
Yeah, she's wanted to stop Thanos.
Yes.
So, but they show up in nowhere and everybody's gone.
Well, before we didn't know that because he used a reality stone.
Well, no, it still looks empty when they showed up.
Oh yeah, it looks like crap. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like crap in it. And then, of course, we see him talking to the collector, and they're sneaking up on him.
Yes. Oh, that was such a good scene, man.
Yeah, that was a good scene. Of course,
Because there was a little fight scene between Gamora and Thanos.
Yeah, well, he tries to put out. Well, Star-Lord tries to actually keep all his people in line this time, which is funny, but he can't because everybody keeps the deal. And then, of course, Gamora walks out there and just easily kills Thanos.
Yep.
Like, no big deal. Boom. I mean, what did you think when you saw this in the theater?
Oh yeah. Oh, when I saw, I was like, no way.
Yeah, how is this happening? Of course.
Yeah.
The collector starts clapping, and then all of a sudden we see the real.
Yeah, because the ether is the reality stone, right?
Yeah, he already has the reality stone now.
Yeah.
So now he has three stones.
Ether was the reality stone.
Do what?
Ether.
Yeah.
Ether was, yeah.
Ether was the reality stone. This is the stone that we saw in Dark Elf.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the stone that they gave the collectors at the end of Dark World.
I forgot, like, in the movie, I forgot to count, like, yeah, he has 3 stones already. That's 50%.
Yeah. There's 3 stones now. So he's got the Power Stone, Space Stone, and now the Reality Stone. And all he was waiting was for Gamora to show up so he could get the instructions to get the Vortimer.
Yes.
To get the Soul Stone now.
Because she made a comment like, you knew I come, like I counted on it.
And the thing is, I guess he decided he was going to do all his work on Titan.
Yes.
Because that's the plan. He was going to go to Titan and meet the other 2 alien groups and get the other 2 stones.
Assuming that he has the 2 stones back.
They should have been able to get from Earth easily, is what he's assuming. So it would have been no big deal. Piece of cake,
Yep.
It's Gamora boom. So, of course, you remember Peter Quill tries to kill Gamora. Of course, he already knows this is happening. He's like, go ahead, pushes her up there. Go ahead, shoot her. No big deal. Come on. Yep. Of course, his gun shoots bubbles, and then it disappears.
Because controlled by Dan. Everything's controlled by Thanos at that moment.
He knows. He's already thought it out. He's like, he knows about death. He knows about sacrifice because he's crazy. I mean, this actor is good. Josh Brolin. I'm thinking even if he didn't have the Thanos body and they just painted him blue,
man,
he could have his mouth.
Yeah, it's just like, man, he talks like in a way like James Spader. Yeah, his face expression like he does speak like James Spader, right? Like Ultron.
Yeah, he did it better though.
Oh, he did it better because this is a different being.
Yeah, this is a different being. I mean, Ultron was just a straight up, hey, I'm gonna kill everybody. Yeah. This guy, he thinks he has a purpose.
Yeah, that's his life goal.
I'd say so far up in the Marvel universe, he is the best villain.
Oh, I would say he's the best villain because, like, hey, he has a life goal and he's working towards it.
But the second still is the
Vulture.
The Vulture, yes, man, the Vulture is good.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's trying to make you get on his side,
Oh, you know what? He does, because I do agree with him, right? Like, I do agree with him, but I don't agree on how he's doing this. I rather have more resources than like, hey, we're just going to work with the resources we have and kill half of you. Like, what? Yeah, no. But I do agree that, like, you know what? The 50% is fair, because he mentioned, like, it doesn't matter whether you're rich or poor or whatever, right?
Yeah,
it's just
that was his slaughtering. That was the slaughtering on Titan. He doesn't seem to do that everywhere.
No.
A lot of times he kills everybody. It's because he's
that's the way he is. Yeah, that's why the way that he thought it is. Like, I thought it's such a good villain. I'm so happy they brought him in the first 23 movies.
When I saw Thanos, could have played this character either.
Oh, another person to play this character? Who would it be?
I mean, but you wouldn't have thought it would have been either, though.
Because like Thanos, right? They used Josh Brolin's face outline because
they used it because they had all the facial. It's most of his acting was facial expressions.
Yeah, it's facial expressions, and like looking at these comic books, right? The way Thanos is dressed, look at this. It looks like he's wearing pajamas, right? And I'm thinking,
I got a couple of Lego guys. They're all smiling. I'm like, why are they smiling?
Thanos always smiling. Thanos is always smiling. You never notice that?
Yeah.
Like that sinister, like.
Yeah, he's just
like what? Don't look at me like this.
He's such an evil, happy guy.
It's really funny. I was talking to my wife, right, and like, because when that scene in the collector's place, he's holding Gamora, right, because he's such a big guy, and I was thinking like, let's just say we don't have CGI, right, because you know how they make Lou Ferrigno play the real Hulk, and I'm thinking. Shaq is the only person that's big enough to hold somebody, right? They're like, dude, this is a huge dude.
Shaq could do it. Shaq's a giant.
Yeah, because I was thinking like, the gauntlet, right? If you buy that was it Marvel Legends thing, if you try to put it on, right, dude, it's like life size to Thanos. And I'm thinking, when Shaq
But
puts it on, right, it's life size.
Doesn't the gauntlet change to whoever wants to wear it?
That's Iron Man still. That's on Iron Man.
That's Iron Man still, but I was thinking the gauntlet that he made would have fit anybody too.
Oh, I don't know.
It's magic.
Yeah, because you know the comic book, this one looks like a regular gardening glove. You know.
Yeah, it looks a gauntlet. Well, I mean, it's called a gauntlet. I mean, that doesn't look that much different from what we see.
No, it doesn't, but it looks better in this. When I first saw
it, it does.
Gauntlet,
Well, that's because I mean, come on, it's not drawing.
Yeah, it's not a drawing. I know.
It does. It is a gauntlet. It's got armor on it.
Yeah.
It's made by the Dark Elves or the Elves. It's not made by the Dark Elves. It's the dwarves. I'm sorry, made by the dwarves, which aren't really that much of a dwarf.
You know what? I keep thinking about who.
But
else
I like it. I like it when he insults Thanos. Remember? Did you catch the part where he calls him Grimace?
Yes, Grimace.
You know who Grimace is, right?
Yeah, but
because there's not a Grimace anymore. No, Grimace is from McDonald's.
Oh yeah, McDonald's. Yeah.
You remember that big old purple thing?
Yeah, the purple thing. Yes, because it's purple, and he's called a ball sack of a chin.
Yes.
See, like, even though this is a really good movie, right? It's just every time Marvel have these funny lines, right? They do it correctly. They do it at the right time, because you know he's so upset. You know, that's something exactly what Quill would say, because you know him for those movies. You know.
Yeah, and of course, boom, he takes Gamora. And the Guardians are lost.
The Guardians have lost, and
it's just a loss. It's just like constantly they're handing them a loss, somebody a loss.
I know. That's what like bad guys do in movies until the very end, right? Except for this one. Yeah.
And of course, after that, we shoot back to the Avengers compound where we already talked about Rhodey talking to what's his name?
Yeah, you get the story moving along really quick.
Defense or whatever his name, yeah. And of course, Captain America shows up.
Yep.
And this is where we hatched the plan. You know, they all said their hellos, and of course.
Oh, they talk about his Mind Stone.
Well, I also like it though, you know, because we also see Natalie sees the Hulk
Banner,
Banner for the first time. Of course, you know the Falcon.
This is awkward. Yeah.
Awkward. Of course, Vision and Wanda look at each other like, this got tired of that.
Yeah, they just don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, I know, because that was before. Yeah, that was before their time.
But here's the good scene, because this is an important scene, because you know Vision decides I got to take my stone out and destroy it.
Self-sacrifice.
Yeah. He's going to sacrifice himself for everybody, which that's no guarantee that it's going to stop Thanos. Thanos must make I can't get a stone. I'm just going to kill everybody on Earth.
Yep.
But here's the thing: is if you notice, Wanda doesn't want Vision to do because they're in love.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can see if you watch Steve Rogers' face, he knows that.
Oh, he's
does. Looking at them. And I'm thinking he's not going to let this happen because he's not going to let Vision sacrifice the deal because Captain America sacrificed himself a long time ago and lost Peggy.
Yes.
So
that's what you're pointing out, because Vision asked Captain America, how is it different from what you do?
Yeah. But that's the thing, is in a way Vision is not really getting a chance to actually go, hey, I'm going to go sacrifice him. It's almost like he's been made to.
Yeah, it's been made to, yeah. Captain
America wasn't made to go sacrifice himself.
He just made he chose it.
And I'm thinking, but Captain America, because you also say, remember, because when he first arrives there, I'm tired of asking for permission.
Yeah.
Remember, he tells Ross, he goes, I'm tired of this and I'm not this. He's like, I'm here to save the world.
Yeah, if you get in my way, we'll fight you too.
Yeah. He's like, I've already made enough sacrifices. Things are going my way. Because this Sokovian Accord was stupid.
It is stupid. That's still
now because that's the thing. Now his Vision's life's on the line. He already knows how precious Vision's life is, but he also cares about Vision. He cares about Wanda's happiness. He cares about his whole team. But he's seeing two people are in love.
Yeah.
And they're going to be broken up over this stupid crap.
Yeah.
He was like, no, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah. That's not the first time he said about the love thing. He said it to the Hulk. To Dr. Banner,
because he cared about Banner and him. Because I think y'all both perfect.
He's such a great guy. Steve Rogers is such a great guy, Shane.
Well, that's a big deal to Captain America because this is an important part in Endgame too.
Yes.
Why because if anybody asks at the very end of the movie, why did Captain America choose to do that? Why do you think he did? That's what he's been thinking about his whole life.
Yep. He doesn't want it end for other people. Yeah.
Yeah. He missed Peggy. He missed out on a whole life.
And he doesn't want that to happen to anyone else.
Yeah, he's not letting anybody else take that from his friends.
Yep.
So, of course, they decide they got to go to Wakanda.
Yeah.
Because that's the only person that can help him.
Yes.
Which I love it when they say Siri. Siri pretty much calls him stupid to his face.
Oh, I know, Dr. Vanna, and like, why didn't you just do it this way? Yo,
she goes, why didn't you think of that?
Yeah.
I guess you would have thought of that.
I was going to talk to you about that. So Siri is actually smarter than, she could be smarter than Tony Stark.
I don't know that she's smarter than Tony Stark. But like,
we talked about this before. Siri is really,
she's
grown
up with this technology her life. I mean, I'm going to say she's probably one of the smartest people on Earth.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's not smart. I'm saying she's not Tony Stark, because Tony Stark had made everything she had by himself. She already had most of that stuff that we see her playing with in the lab. She probably did the nanites.
You know, I forgot to mention this last time. So Captain America in the MCU, right? It follows really great with the comic book when they say that Captain America can pick up Mjolnir, right? And he's only one of the 2 people that's trusted with Wakanda's technology.
Oh, okay.
Because he's the only one that knew about Wakanda before anyone else.
Yeah. Well, he got invited there.
Yeah, he got invited there. Yeah, and they
trust
him. They trust Captain America to leave and not, do anything bad.
Yeah, they let them leave, and apparently he didn't take everybody with him.
No.
A few of them, because of course when they show up, Banner's like, "Am I supposed to bow?"
Yeah.
Chris Brody's like, "Yeah, that's what you do."
He's
of course, when he's supposed to bow to Black Panther, no,
we don't do that. It's so funny.
Of course, Brody's like, "What were you thinking?
What are you doing?
What are you thinking, man?"
He's a little bit like, it's like rubbing off of Tony a little bit. It's something that Tony, you should bow.
But see, the next scene after they leave the compound, we go to White Wolf.
Yes.
Which is Bucky. They go get Bucky and give him a new arm. Which I think the White Wolf in the comic books is actually a brother to Black Panther.
Oh, really?
I think it's like an older brother or something. Or a half brother or something. I don't know the whole story because I never really Black Panther, but I've read something about the White Wolf being another character completely.
Wow.
And not Bucky, which is probably another storyline that we don't get. Oh. But then we go back to the spacecraft. Now we're back in the spacecraft with Doctor Strange, Peter Parker, and
Iron
Man. And of course, but they got the spears trying to go into the face. They're trying to turn him
because Maul tells that Doctor Strange, like, I never felt Thanos, and if I come back right with you still attached to the stone, there will be judgment.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is, it's so crazy. It's like a serial killer, right? Like,
he is. He's got the serial killer's face. It's like trying to turn the guy into a pincushion.
And I forgot how big he is, because like Ebony Maw, he's a big alien.
I think he's very tall.
Yeah, he's very tall.
Very tall alien. Yeah, you have to be a big alien. Well, I don't remember. I don't know if the hand things were for him or
I think it was for him.
Was it for him? I couldn't remember if he was using magic to control him or if
he probably could use magic.
Everybody else uses magic as well. Self-driving.
So that's when I think when Tony Stark was trying to figure out how to save Doctor Strange,
and
then Spider-Man popped up.
Spider-Man is like, go. You gotta have a plan, go. Remember this real old...
Wait, we forgot to talk about Spider-Man's suit when they flew off into space.
Oh, yeah. Well, because he's got the Iron Spider suit.
Iron Spider. That was the end of the Avengers. I mean, not Avengers, Spider-Man.
Yeah, we see the suit at the very end of Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah. And, Far From Home, and also at the end of the first one, Homecoming. He was supposed to give him that Iron Spider suit when he joined the Avengers.
Oh, yeah, it's Homecoming. I don't know why I said Far From Home. Yeah. I meant Homecoming, yeah.
So obviously with the upgrades, so you could fly in space with this suit now, just in case.
Yeah, it gave him a suit, and it looks like it uses type of nanite technology too.
Yeah.
So it gives him this suit, and of course now he's got more power. So now there's 2 of them. It would have been dumb if he would have. He's trying to send him home. That would have been stupid. He needs his head.
So I like this, like when Peter thought of, have you ever seen Aliens? Yeah. So in Civil War, it was Empire Strikes Back. And this one's Aliens, right? Which happens to be sequels on both of these movies.
I mean, that's where the good stuff happens.
Yep.
And of course, they take out the alien really easy.
Yeah, they did. They did really quick.
Get sucked out. Boom, easy.
I like that when he appeared in the scene, right? And Emily Moore was like, your fan will suffer whatever the consequence. Like, yeah, but the kids seen more movies. Then they shot that aside, so he would get sucked out.
Yeah, and of course, this is when we see the spider legs. Because remember?
Yes.
And here, I like it when he says, "Oh yes," and they go, "Wait, what is it?"
Yeah, what are these things?
These things. I mean, the suit's cool. I don't want to see the suit all the time, though.
No, the suit is cool. They did it where they don't show you everything. But it's kind of like Homecoming. They don't show you all the features of the suit,
Yeah.
right?
And he's still, and this is not even that suit. This is a whole nother suit.
Yeah.
So I mean, man, Spider-Man's got more suits than Tony Stark's got almost.
So I want to say one thing in the Iron Spider suit, right, was in Civil War in the comic books, okay? And it looks just like, what is that, Omega team from the Marvel? Like just like red and white. It looked like a very lame Spider.
Oh, Omega. Omega from X-Men?
Yeah, Omega. So it's that color theme, right?
I
was
hate
like,
Omega.
Okay, so I was like, it didn't look very good in Civil War, but when I saw it in this, right, or actually in Homecoming, I was like, oh my god, that's the Iron Spider suit. And they made it look so much better.
Oh, they made it look so much better. And I think the artist who designed it, from what I read, he was thinking people were going to have a problem with it first, but he said the art directors or stuff, they're like, they liked it because he made a whole bunch of Spider-Man suits.
Okay,
you know,
because if you look at the Civil War,
I think he almost made the spot iron, like we see now.
Yeah.
Then he made another suit because he thought, well, they're not going to like this one because it's not in the comic books.
Oh no, I like this
one. So he made another suit,
so
and they're like,
better.
it's okay. And he's like, oh, thank God.
If you look at the one from the comic book Civil War, like I'm like, I don't like this because it looks like Iron Man, and I don't like that. But this one looks like something Spider-Man would like Spider-Man would wear. Yeah.
But anyway, that's cool. So he saves Doctor Strange,
of
course. Yeah, Doctor Strange and Tony Stark. Well, of course, Doctor Strange wants to go home.
Yeah, because they didn't want to bring the stone to Thanos. They know they were going to his planet.
Yeah, I don't know. Tony thinks he can beat him there. He doesn't want to take it back to Earth.
I wouldn't take it back to Earth because like we that's because we knew what happened in the Battle of New York, and now this is the guy.
I mean, but the problem is, though, I guess he thought the Avengers weren't still there. I mean, the Avengers could have saved him. Yeah. They could have been They probably could have been a stronger team if they would have went back.
That's assuming if Tony knew that, like, Captain.
Well, yeah, that's assuming they don't, because I guess they don't really know. They didn't know. They don't know anybody went after Vision.
No,
which you would have think that he would know because they had the Soul Stone. He should have known.
But then, Tony thought he could take him on.
I guess he thought he could.
But then he thought like this is the person that he never met before.
Yeah, this is a person he never met too. But so we got finally got the team up there everybody wants to see, Strange and Stark. And there's Spider-Man. So
that scene with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange is so funny. But you know what? Peter Parker always likes to introduce himself. He did that with Captain Marvel. Hey, I'm Peter Parker. Hey, Peter Parker. Hi, I'm Peter Parker. I'm Doctor Strange. Oh, we're using our made-up names. I'm Spider-Man then.
Spider-Man then. But I also want to point out when they decide, because this is an important line too. Strange tells Tony Stark, he goes, yeah, but if it comes down to me saving the stone, you or the kid, I'm picking the stone.
Yep.
This changes though.
Yeah, it changes.
Because right now, the stone is the most important thing.
Yep. But
he eventually finds out Stark is the stone.
Yes.
Stark becomes more important than the stone.
Yeah.
Only because it's something he sees.
Yeah, something he sees. So right now, I think we go to the Soul Stone scene. Right?
Yes.
Did you write
more on Thanos? Well, we don't go to the Soul Stone. We go to where she's back on his ship.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? And she tells him she hates everything, but she keeps telling him, oh, I don't know where the Soul Stone is. And he keeps saying, you're lying to me.
Because he never taught her to lie, so he's just so bad at it.
Well, in a way, this is the thing, because what was the line? He goes, you're strong. He goes, that's me. He goes, you're generous, which, of course, he's not really generous. But he goes, you're generous. That's me.
Yeah.
Then he goes, but I never taught you to lie, and that's why you're so bad at it.
And that's when he tortures Nebula in front of her.
Yeah, it makes that little camera come out when she talked to Nebula.
Yep.
And there's the lie. And then, of course, he's torturing Nebula. So she goes, I'll show you where it's at.
Yep.
And that is why he takes Gamora with him. Because he thinks he's going to keep Nebula and he's going to kill Nebula.
Yeah.
She doesn't tell him.
Yep.
Because he knows that she cares about Nebula a lot.
Yes.
So that's when.
Wow, that's the game that Thanos plays, man. It's crazy.
That's the game that Thanos. That's the game that Thanos has been playing the whole
emotions.
All the movies.
And that's why he could talk in that tone, like, I understand my child more than you know.
So the next thing is Rocket Thor on the pod.
Yes, on the pod.
Remember?
They have the conversation.
Well, it first starts off Groot, and they're like, everybody's seeing a twig, just just twinkle in the cup and throw it. Of course, Thor. They find out Thor can speak Groot too.
I thought it was it's not, it shouldn't be surprised, but I did like that Thor can speak Groot, because Rocket was surprised like, you speak Groot? Yeah, it was an elective on Asgard. Like he went to school.
Yeah, well, apparently the Asgardians know everything about space, but nobody a lot of people in space don't seem to know about them unless they rule over them.
Yeah.
But this is a good scene because this is where Thor has to, kind of had to question himself a little bit.
Yeah, because he talks to Rocket about it, and then Rocket is like, so let me get this straight. Are you sure you're ready for this murderous mission?
Yeah, and Thor keeps trying to convince himself he's good with this. Everyone's good with it. But I was like, you have a mother?
Yeah.
She was killed.
She was killed by dark elves.
Then he's like, hey, so you think you could beat this guy? He goes, well,
because he answered like, your brother, he was killed in front of my eyes. What about you have a best friend? He was stabbed in front of me. Are you sure you're ready for this?
Yeah, of course he goes, nobody goes up against me. Well, he already beat you again.
Yeah, he basically like, no one fought me twice.
Yeah, nobody fought me twice. I mean, he's trying to pick himself up. But
yeah.
Of course, they arrive at Nevier or whatever the planet is.
Nedavir or something, yeah.
They show up, there. And of course, he gets an eye because he has the eye patch from the...
the guy from that guy, yeah.
In a way, I don't know if it was really a reference, but when he goes, I would have washed that because to get that off the planet, I had to
respect the guy, yeah.
You know what I think about when he says that?
What?
Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
Because remember when they give that, when Christopher Walken gives that...
the watch.
Yeah, gives it the watch. He tells us the story about that watch.
And I had this in my, in my butt for however many years. Yes. That was really funny.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought as soon as I heard that, I was like, Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
I don't know.
I didn't think about that. I just think out.
I don't know if it was really a reference. Well, of course, they show up. The planet is dark.
Yeah, because the star is dead.
Yeah, everything's dead. The star has been shut down. The star has already been dead. They've just been using the center of it to melt stuff. Of course, they're looking for dwarves, and here comes a dwarf.
Yeah, it's super gigantic.
He's giant.
Well, before they show that scene, right? And that's when Rocket asked Thor, like, "Hey, you said Thanos have some kind of gauntlet,
oh,
right?
Yeah, they see.
Does it look something like that?
Yeah. Get off here. We gotta get off here.
I like how they answered that. Like, people would ask, like, well, where did Thanos get that gauntlet? Oh, he got it from here. That's easy. There's no loophole.
I know though. The dwarf's the only one left. Remember, because he tells a story. And he didn't. That's when Thanos is not keeping his word on everything.
Yeah.
Because remember, Thanos was supposed to kill half the people.
Yep.
He killed everybody.
He killed everybody except him. He said, "Your hands are mine."
Destroy their hands too. Yeah. What a piece of crap.
Yeah. Your hands are mine. Your life is yours, but your hands are mine. Well, that's super evil villain talk right there.
It's super evil, and that's the thing. We at Thanos is trying to get you to get on his side and follow him. And he's doing the right thing, but he's not now.
Not when he's doing stuff like this. Like, man, that's some hopeless stuff.
He's not keeping his word on everything.
No.
So how? Because that's why I'm going back to people who say, "Oh, why didn't you just destroy Vision's stone or something?" We also see another reason why you don't do it either. Yeah. But how we would have known? How do you know he would have kept his word? Because, like I said, that dwarf thought he was going to keep his word.
So exactly. So let me ask you this: so instead of destroying Vision, why don't they just when people talk about destroy Vision, they also talk about the Mind Stone, right? Like if the Mind Stone is destroyed, So I thought about that too. So let's just say if Scarlet Witch
to destroy Vision.
So if they were able to talk to Scarlet Witch way before Wakanda, would that have been a problem?
I don't think so.
I mean, but it goes back to what you said. Thanos would still have killed half the people. He just wanted the stones because he wanted to do it faster.
Yeah, he wants to do it faster.
That's his whole thing, though.
We don't know that he wouldn't have got angry and killed everybody on Earth anyways.
Yeah, but whatever it is, he's going to kill people anyways.
Yeah, he's going to kill
And if you think about it, the way they did this with Endgame, right? They were able to bring everybody back. But if they did it without the powers, the Mind Stone, they wouldn't have been able to bring anyone back.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to bring back. It wouldn't have been like a spell.
Yes.
Basically, this thing's like you can undo anything you do with the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Can be undone. But outside of the Infinity Stones, nothing could be undone.
Nothing would come back. So
because Loki is dead.
Yeah.
It's dead. I noticed now that we're talking about there's already a Loki series out. People are probably like, "What?" I'm like, well, no, it's not the same thing. Because some of the stories got ruined because like Black Widow turned out there's a movie while I was watching the Endgame. Endgame. I was like, So how am I supposed to figure out how this goes down? Which is good because it didn't destroy anything.
No.
It actually made me think something else is going to happen, and it didn't happen.
Oh yeah. I like it when it makes you
Yeah,
think like
but that's the thing. They got to be careful how they introduce movies and TV shows as the story goes, and they have never messed up yet.
No, they haven't. It's
Well,
always
actually, it was
something else.
confusing because remember, because I know when I saw Endgame, there's a Black Widow movie coming out and a Hawkeye TV show coming out,
Yes.
and I was sitting there thinking at the theater, I was thinking, I don't know how this is going to go
Yeah.
down
See,
now.
we still don't. I've been watching the
Still don't.
Loki series, dude. It's good. You know how when I told you before this came out, right? When Kevin Feige said this is a crime detective drama, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
how the heck is that gonna work? And then when I watched the 4th episode, I'm like, dude, this totally works, man. This totally works. Whatever they're doing, just keep doing it. Don't let us question about it, okay? If Kevin Feige said like, what is it? Doctor Strange or Multiverse of Madness is a horror film, right? And I'm thinking like, what? How? And then I said the same thing with Loki, like, yeah, dude, this totally works. Once you get into it, right, like, dude, I don't know how they could have done this any other way.
Well, it's like this one, like we said, it's first this is a heist.
Yeah.
You really wouldn't have saw it because
No.
you never see it. You don't watch a heist from the bad guy's side.
No, you don't.
It's like Darth Vader showing up to loot you. You're not going to see that's a heist.
from Planet Vulcan, yes, I know.
From Planet Vulcan. I mean,
Okay, wait. I forgot what
we're at the star. Well, they're talking. They finally figure out
Yes.
that the door finally decides I can build you a weapon.
Yes.
I can still build you the weapon. Y'all help me do this stuff. We'll build the weapon.
Yes.
And then you can go kill Thanos and get revenge like you want to, because that's what Thor's all about.
So I thought like Thanos leaving that guy alive, right? Was like I wouldn't like if I knew like, well, this guy can make a weapon that can kill me. Why would I leave him alive?
I guess well, I don't know. I bet.
Oh, you know
I
what?
bet-
He probably bet on like no one being able to turn off the dying star.
Oh, I bet he didn't think anything was going to happen. Yeah, I thought he was just going to
The
make this
gauntlet was
guy
the last
suffer.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just going to make this guy suffer too, which is weird because Thanos usually doesn't make people suffer,
No.
but he did on this one. And
Yeah.
maybe he does make a lot of people suffer. We just don't know. It kind of flies back and forth.
Yep.
But then we switch over to we get to see a Nebula escape.
Yes.
In the stories, her line. This scene is only to let you know because as soon as she escapes, she calls Mantis
Yes.
because apparently they've been in contact with the Guardians the whole time.
Yeah, because you saw. Yeah.
And she told them to meet her
on Titan.
Titan.
Yep. That's the only thing to tie to why they went to Titan.
Yeah, because otherwise the Guardians wouldn't know where
Yeah.
to go.
Exactly.
And that scene also goes back to Spider-Man and Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. Everybody goes, which is funny because he's a spider, okay? And
Yes.
spiders lay eggs.
Yes, and he
Please
makes that
don't let
reference. I
anybody
know.
lay eggs in me, okay? Of course, they're looking at him like, okay.
He's
no
still
more
going to the
talk about
alien reference. Like, if anybody laid an egg in me, right? Don't freak out.
But I think it's funny because I'm thinking there's this guy that looks like a spider telling.
Yeah, about the laying egg
Like-
thing. I know.
That would freak people out already.
And then I like that prompted Tony to say, "Not another pop culture reference out of you."
Yeah, not another pop.
And
culture
then-
movie.
And then the Guardian shows up.
Yeah, bam, they
just-
jump in there. And of course, the Doctor Strange is blanket of death or whatever.
blanket of death.
What did he call it? Wraps around.
Yeah, about Drax.
Drax. And of course,
And
Star-Lord's
Mantis
shooting
was going
everybody.
after Peter. Yeah, and Star was shooting everyone.
Yeah.
For a while
yeah,
there, I was like, holy crap, he could
That's funny because
almost be
Mantis, all
Iron
she's
Man.
doing is trying to touch him, so
Yes.
she could probably put him to sleep.
Yep. He's like, please don't lay eggs in me.
That was a pretty good scene. Of course, I
It
like
is a
when
great scene
Avengers-
because they fight each other, right? Then they had
do a
that.
pretty good fight.
They did. Then they had that Mexican standoff. He's like, "Where's Gamora?" Well, let me do you one better. Who is Gamora?
She's ad-lib, by the way.
Yeah. And he's like, "What is Gamora?"
Yeah, I think that was the other Chris's idea.
Oh
For
yeah.
Drax. So the guy that plays Drax to do that. It's like,
Oh yeah.
hey,
What is Gamora? You're so stupid.
he's like, but I like that, and of course they're like, what master do you serve?
Yeah, what master you sound like? What would say Jesus? I
And then of
love.
course Stark is like, you're from Earth, and he goes, no, I'm
No, I'm
from
from the sun. That's
Earth."
you think. So, I like how when Drax is like, just don't do it, Peter. I can take it. Like, no, you can't. Like, no, you can't. Yeah, like An arm cannon pointed at his face.
Yeah, no. Of course, I can take it. And Doctor Strange, you can't take it.
You can take. I love that when Doctor Strange, what do you want me to say, Jesus? I love that line so much because I didn't think that was coming because I didn't know how they were going to answer that.
Well, this kind of shows you that because Quill's not been on Earth as long. He didn't grow. He kind of didn't grow up.
No, he didn't go up there because he grew up more longer in space.
To make another Disney reference, he's kind of like one of the Lost Boys.
Yes, he is.
Peter Pan. He's a Peter Pan in a way.
Yes, and I like how he's like when Quill was like, "What? Who are you guys? We're the Avengers, man." And it's like, oh, like what Thor talked about. Like, you guys know Thor? Like, yeah, I know Thor. Tall guy, not very good looking.
What a loser! What a jerk! What a jerk! And then we cut back to them actually turning on the Forge, the Dark Store. Because I mean, this movie just slingshots back and forth.
No, it does.
It has to, or you'll lose sense of the timing.
Yeah, because everything is happening so quickly. Actually,
yeah, everything's actually supposed to be happening at once
at the same time.
Throughout this galaxy, I'm guessing.
Yep.
So yeah, they start this Forge back, and of course, you know, I mean, it's not a big deal, but you get that one scene where Thor blows it up, and I'm puzzled because this light from the sun goes through this little hole, and there's a mechanism right where the sun hits it. Of course, the sun will hit it and destroy it, and then it breaks, and Thor has to get in there and fix it. I'm like, who is the idiot who would put the mechanism
through that? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right there. Of course, Thor's like, if I get in there and I die.
Yeah, not if I die. Like, that's what killing you means.
What killing you means, you will die.
You know what a lot of people pointed out, and I thought that's right. So Thor can survive that, right? Like, we know that now. But how come his clothes didn't get disintegrated? Like when he fell out of that, he should have been buck naked. You know what I mean?
Asgardian clothing is awesome.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like Superman.
Hey, you gotta think. No, here's the thing though. He wears that suit, right? When he's doing lightning bolts, when he's doing all kinds of power is coming through him, so the suit has to be strong.
Oh, so it's
think of all the Asgardians. They all got some kind of power in them, like Odin and the Loki. Evil sister that does all the death stuff. Yeah. Oh, they got all kinds of power going through them. So apparently the suit is built enough to do that. And the power that Thor's throwing out is almost as powerful as.
So you haven't seen it yet, but something to that effect happens in Loki, but I don't want to say it yet because you haven't seen it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, but you're right. Asgardian clothing is like indestructible, I guess.
It had to be. Yeah. Come on. You'd think the Fantastic Four put this stuff together.
Oh, nice. I like how you put that. Yes. Okay.
Well, that's the thing, because in the whole deal with Fantastic Four, somebody's like, so how's their clothing do all that? Because Reed Richards thought about all their powers and made suits that can harness their powers.
Okay.
So, boom.
Actually, the weapon might be too far into the scene because we have to talk about Wakanda. That's when Thanos' army start attacking Wakanda.
Yeah, I think that's the next scene, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well, no, because after they make the King weapon, they restart the Forge, it shoots back to Stark and the Guardians trying to make a plan now.
Yes. Trying to make a plan.
Which is this is an important scene because of what happens. I mean, there's some shenanigans. Of course, you know, Stark's trying to tell them plan, and the other group doesn't even want to come over there and listen.
Yeah, you listen. He's like, "Are you yawning? Like, what? I stopped listening when you say I have a plan."
Yeah, and exactly. I like it when he goes, "Exactly. What do you do?"
Oh yes, Mr.
I'll let you
Lord.
say the line.
Yeah.
What do you say the line? Come on. So what do you do?
I forgot. We wing it.
Take ass and kick.
Yeah, names. Kick ass, take names. No, he said take names, kick. What was it?
No,
kick ass,
he does.
Names.
He says take name. No, he says take ass and kick names.
Yes, kick names. Yes.
They're gonna start looking at him like.
Then they go into more pop culture references because he asked, what else do you do? Like, tell him about the dance off. Like, what dance off?
Like dance off.
Like
Footloose?
Footloose? Exactly like Footloose.
Is that still the greatest movie ever?
It never was.
It was. Of course, that's when I see Doctor Strange doing his weird.
Yeah, the future thing.
And of course, they ask him what's happening. He goes, he went forward to see all the outcomes.
Yeah.
And he went and looked at 14,605 outcomes.
Wow.
And there only one
of them that they win.
Only one doesn't win. That's amazing. That means they almost not gonna win.
No.
The thing is, though, I think at this moment, they come up with a plan. Of course, Star-Lord's saying, "Oh, I got a better plan," which I don't think he ever does come up with a plan. I think it's actually Stark's plan.
Oh, they just.
But I think at that point, the Strange has decided
whatever happens.
Well, he's got to let Stark do whatever. He's got to make sure that
Stark is
Stark
alive.
is always in a good spot, but he can't tell Stark how it goes down, or he's risking like we see in Back to the Future. If he knows the end, he could change it, and it may not happen.
Right.
He's got to hope that Stark makes the right choices.
Yes.
Which is weird to say.
The thing is that he had to keep Stark alive.
Yeah. Well, he also got to hope that Stark makes the right choices too, because we already know by what we see in Endgame, Stark is the only one that can do this now.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's going to be able to figure out how to do what they got to do to win the game.
Damn.
So
they came up with a plan, I guess. And
they came up with a plan.
And then Thanos comes home.
Well, actually, yeah. Well, we see Thanos. No, Thanos don't come home yet. Now we see Thanos arrive on Vortimir.
Oh, the Soul Stone.
Because this is where it's going to crush your soul right here.
And it is going to crush my soul. And also, I never knew that the Red Skull was there.
Yeah, you see the Red Skull, because the Red Skull apparently, when he tried to take the Tesseract, remember, he fell off in space. So apparently he must have been traveling in space, and he found this stone.
Yep.
Probably thought he could do something. And whoever made this temple and all this stuff must have took him and forced him into the...
Yes.
Yeah, because he's kind of like a ghost now.
Yeah.
And he only knows you if you show up.
Yes.
He knows your parents.
He does, yeah.
But he only knows you when you show up. If you don't show up, he don't know you.
Yeah. I like that when he said Gamora, daughter of Thanos.
Yeah. And then, of course, he also says Thanos' father, which I think is like an Eternal or something.
Yeah. That's why, because that's when I remember, like, he called him some kind of Eternal.
Yeah, I can't remember what he calls his name, but I know he says his name. Of course, they don't know how it works, and they're asking, so
how'd I get it?
What do we do to get? Because you thought he didn't. They didn't know. They don't know because they ask him, "What do we do to get this stone?" And I love it because he tells them, "You gotta get rid of something that you love." And I love Gamora's face.
Yeah,
she's supposed to laugh because she thinks she won.
Yep.
It is so sad that she's like that, and he turns around and she thinks he's crying because he can't get the soul stone.
Yeah.
Because I like it when she goes, "Tears, really?" And then, of course, you hear the voice. Those tears aren't for you.
Oh, man.
The tears aren't for him.
Yeah, when he said that, we're like, oh my God.
You don't know what's going to happen either.
No, we didn't know what's going to happen, right? But like, I knew it was like, oh my God.
All of a sudden, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? Then it's like, man, this is
he's going to kill Gamora. But I didn't know how he was going to kill her.
I didn't either. I thought maybe he's going to have to like shoot her or stab her.
Yeah, like he had to make a sacrifice, right? But he just throws her down there.
Yep, just those are off the cliff.
Man, I did not. No one saw Gamora dying at that moment. Actually, you know what? All these deaths, I didn't see Loki dying. I didn't see Heimdall die.
I guess I could have saw Heimdall getting killed. Maybe I didn't think Loki was going to get killed.
I didn't think Loki was going to get killed either
at all.
I think that's how they set up this movie. Once when they kill Loki, right? All the walls have fallen down. You have no idea who might die next.
Because those guys were in a bad spot anyways. But when you got to Gamora, you didn't think Gamora was going to get killed.
I didn't think Gamora was going to die at all.
No, I thought there's no way Gamora would get killed in this movie.
It's such great writing. I was completely.
And she's also my
wife was completely surprised too when Gamora dies. She did not see that coming.
I mean, and that's what shocks you. Plus, you got to realize also because there's no stone usage.
Yeah,
she's dead for good.
She's dead for good. Yep.
Can't be undone.
Oh.
So she is dead in this.
I like how when it happens, right? Like that planet, they take you to another place to get the soul
stone. It moves you around.
Yeah, it moves you
grabs
around.
you, and then it presents the stone to you. And of course, it grabs the stone.
4 out of 6.
I know. So now we have the soul stone.
Soul stone. So now he thinks the other 2 is at home waiting for him.
Yeah, he thinks that he should just pop up at Titan.
And boom, I got my collection.
But the thing is, though, we are after that though it goes to Wakanda with the Avengers showing up. And that's when we see the scene.
Shuri's more than Bruce Banner.
And they're gonna and plus they gotta help. Shuri has the plan on fixing Vision.
Yes.
She can do it. No big deal.
She can do it. It just needs time. So, like, technically, that scene is like, she's able to keep Vision and the Mind Stone separate.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's all she's doing. She's rewriting everything because almost all his neurons are written
I'll tie to that.
is
Yeah.
what they like to his stone, and she's going to write. I think she says there's a trillion of them. And I'm going to think that she must have fixed a lot of them because eventually we'll see Wanda Vision.
Yep.
Remember they put Vision back together.
Yes.
I think that she must have did most of the work
For them, yeah.
Yeah, for them, because I don't think they could have done it themselves.
Yep.
So I'm going to say she did most of the work before the deal. But this is where we see the battle on Wakanda.
Yes, the Battle of Wakanda. Everybody shows up.
Which is awesome. I'll show up and Baku shows up.
Yeah. I think we talk about that in Black Panther, right? Yeah, Baku shows up. Yeah. We talk about like it's a wise decision to have the Battle of Wakanda because they have the weapons to fight.
Yeah, they have the most weapons, and maybe they have. I mean, because the United States wanted to arrest half the Avengers.
Yeah, exactly.
Here they're like, Soviet Accords. That was a bad idea. We enforce it.
I like how the general talk about like when you told me that you're gonna open the doors to the world, right? I didn't know it was gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Well, what did you think? Well, maybe a Starbucks, the Olympics.
Yeah, Olympics or Starbucks.
It was the first time we seen her so at ease, right?
Yeah,
because the line came from her. Like she wants something like cool, I guess. The Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, she's just like everyday people.
Yeah, but because she's always so serious,
They can kill you really easily.
Yeah, can you seriously give her the Starbucks?
Yeah, she can rip your arm off at a Starbucks. But anyhow, so they go out to the field.
Yeah, they get prepared.
Force field, which is awesome because aliens can't get to this force field no matter how.
Oh yeah, like they can't get to the force field, right? And then they had that talk between the force field to come to a truce, and they're like, yeah, we're not having this.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna surrender. Of course, they have drop ships. What do they call them? Outriders.
Yeah, Outriders, and they're like, we have blood to spill. Like who talks like that? We have blood to spill. Come on, get out of here! You're creeping me out, lady.
She's creepy though. She's not nice.
She is creepy because like when Black Widow showed, like, where's your friend?
Well, so that other alien that Black Widow stabbed.
Yeah.
That was with her. That's her husband.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it shows it in the story.
No, they don't show it in the story.
They're a husband and wife. That's two creepy people together.
Yeah, two creepy people. Because the plan was like to wait for Wanda.
Even creepy people need love.
Yeah. Hey, whatever, man. Whatever.
But yeah, we got to think. Yeah, Wanda's staying up with Vision and Siri.
Yep.
And the rest of them are on the battlefield. And of course, the dogs try to start killing themselves, and that's when we see that giant battle.
Oh, it's a huge battle there. A huge
and of course,
one. Like Lord of the Rings.
We're fighting the battle. Yeah, I mean the whole scene's mainly the battle. Yep. You get to see Bruce Banner is wearing the Thor, the Hulkbuster armor to fight. Almost everybody's there, but Bucky. Yeah, they're fighting, and then after the battle, I mean it's just a big giant battle.
It is.
And they got to open.
They were talking about like if everybody flies around, right? There's nothing between them and Vision, and that's when. When Steve Rogers knew what had to be done, right? And so does T'Challa. They have to open that to keep that T'Challa, over here.
Black Panther, and you remember they run up there they greet the bad guys?
Yeah.
They run at the same speed. Oh, no, when they go fight. They run
when they go fight, they run at the same speed.
Super soldiers.
Yep. They did that in Civil War.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because they talk about they could run up like over 60 miles an hour. Black Panther and Captain America.
Well, I've never seen that, but I would say so.
Yeah.
But while they're fighting, then the scene goes back to switches to them actually building. What is it called? At the forge, Stormbreaker.
Oh yeah. They break down Stormbreaker.
And the thing is, they bust the deal out, and of course, Groot has to use his hand. I mean, Groot's been sitting there playing a video game the whole.
Yeah. Movie. When the Dolph said where's the handle?
Yeah, and he makes his handle out of.
He makes the handle out of his arm.
It's like when he made a force field. Well, the other Groot.
When he was older, he made the force field.
No, that was another Groot, actually. His father, we could say.
Yeah, I guess his father.
Yeah, because he's just a twig off that one. So he's a sapling.
I thought it was so cool when he made the
I like how he's sitting there and he's just looking, and then he decides, I can fix it.
Yes.
Boom.
He made that choice.
So he puts that handle. And of course, Thor's like, give me Thanos. And then it shoots. He opens the Bifrost and lands on Wakanda.
Yes.
And then the battles, I like it because you remember when
Bruce Banner came out. He's like, oh, you're in trouble now.
You're in trouble now. Of course, Thor has all of his power.
Yes.
He is just wiping them
and
out.
more and stronger.
Oh yeah, he's stronger. Yeah, he's way stronger.
Because he was able to kill those what you call those alien guys, like easily.
Oh, the Outriders.
The
Yeah,
Outriders,
he's just
yeah.
like the Outriders, and eventually you see them busting through ships and stuff.
Yeah, I like that. That's awesome. I like when
can't
like they in the middle of the battle, that Thor and Captain America have a little conversation like, "Hey, I see you did the beard thing like me."
I like it. Well, I like it when he starts. Yeah, he goes, "Yeah, I see that you got a haircut."
Yes, you got a haircut.
He goes, yeah, you got the beard like me.
Yeah.
Oh, I want you to meet my friend Tree.
I am
Groot. He goes,
I am Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers.
You know, when I was in the movie, everybody laughed. And like every time we watch this, right, Heather would laugh too when he's like, "I am Steve Rogers," like so polite.
Yeah, he's so polite.
I am Steve Rogers.
But I love that scene. You know, so when the Rocket's sitting there with that blaster, and then Bucky picks him up.
Bucky picks him up. Yeah.
It's around. How much for that rifle? It's not for sale. How much for that arm? He just walks off.
Like, I'm gonna get the arm.
So weird.
All the elements come in instead of like I love this so much, man.
Yeah.
So well, I think even before we showed Thor, right? They had a fight on Titan.
No, that was Thor shows up on Earth before they go to Titan.
Oh, okay. So then
they shoot to Titan, but I can't remember when the giant wheels come out.
Oh, it was before Thor came out.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, then that means that Wanda came down.
Yeah, Wanda
comes down later.
Yeah, Wanda comes down, and does she come down later?
Then of course they sneak in on Vision. That's the thing.
Yeah, they do, because so they wait until she leaves her post.
So the Avengers have to run to save him. Of course, Wanda had to choose though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Either stay there with Vision or let her friends get killed.
Yeah.
And she's always torn between that.
Well, we can go to the
battle. I love it when she comes down though. This thing is when she comes down. Remember?
She's so powerful, right?
Why did you keep
What's she doing up there the whole time?
Yeah, I mean she is powerful, but it's also because she's in a fight for Vision's life.
Vision, yeah. Yeah.
So then we go back to Titan, and of course, boom, here comes Thanos.
This is the first time Doctor Strange sees Thanos. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're much more for Thanos."
Yeah,
it's the first time they see each other.
And of course, this is when their plane goes into motion.
Yes, the wizard thing. He talks about the plan.
And this is actually, well, because I mean, I'm a huge Iron Man fan, so this is a big battle to me. Well, plus I like Doctor Strange too.
No, it's a big battle for both of them.
Well, it's a big deal though. This is going to be a big deal.
Yes.
I'm like, this is Thanos. They're fighting Thanos. They're the first Avengers fighting Thanos.
Yep.
And sadly, there's only 3 Avengers, and then you got the
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Oh, come on. The Guardians messed this one up. The Guardians messed this one up so bad.
But I like how they did it, though. It's because it ties in with the emotion.
Yeah, it does. It ties in the emotion. I mean, because they're fighting it out. And the thing is, they finally get Thanos.
Yes.
And Peter Parker and Stark is trying to pull the glove off.
Yep.
Mantis has him subdued. And then, of course, Nebula ran into him with their spaceship.
Yes.
And, of course, Nebula shouldn't have said anything. She's like, "Where's Gamora?" And then Quill's like, "Where's Gamora?"
Yeah, where is Gamora? Well, he wanted to know where Gamora was anyway when he saw Thanos.
Yeah, but then she's like, of course, Nebula's like,
well,
he killed her because
he got the Soul Stone and Gamora didn't come back. Yeah. So they knew.
So he goes up there, and I mean, they almost had the glove off. The glove even comes off, and of course, Quill is punching him in the face.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is he thinking? He can't beat this guy. All he did was just get the glove off, and he could have killed Thanos.
Yeah.
He could have killed Thanos.
Man. Yeah, emotion runs high, right?
Yeah, but still,
it's hard to think straight.
Oh, he cost everybody their life.
Because it's just same thing like Iron Man in Civil War. He lost his cool.
Yeah, he lost his cool. You're right, but man,
people who lose their cool are in the same group together fighting Thanos. So that's a dangerous combination.
That is a dangerous combination because they cost the world half of its time.
Doctor Strange lose his cool too before he was Doctor Strange? Because he's not the same person as he was. So everybody, this sucks. Everybody lost their cool are in the same place. Because who else lose their cool? Drax.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Remember, Drax always runs in.
Yeah. Just, it's not a good combination. I'm sorry.
You got a bunch of hotheads.
Yeah, you have a bunch of hotheads in one area.
Poor Peter Parker's like, hey,
yeah. That was a really good scene when, like, so when he grabbed the gauntlet back, right? Then he pulls that move.
I mean, you can't. I mean, it was a very important part of the story, because you're like, it was so close, and then it's just like, boom, take this.
I like how they tease you, like the writers tease you right there when they
they
got him
did.
off because Thanos grabbed it with his palm because
Yeah,
it
he
was
grabbed it
off.
with the very end. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can see his hand, and he grabs it, pulls it back on,
Yeah.
and then he takes everybody out.
Yes.
And the only person's left fighting him eventually is Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Going head to head. And the thing is, Tony Stark is not just fighting Thanos, he's fighting the glove's power.
The gloves power because
Yeah,
well,
'cause
I want to
he
talk about
blasts-
like not only that. Well, was it before or after he pulled that moon closer to that?
Yeah, he
planet?
pulled the moon. That was earlier in.
Hmm.
Yeah, because remember, he goes, if you hit me with the moon again, I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, hit the moon.
But again, he starts using, you should see blasts coming out of the glove and hitting Tony Stark's suit, and his
Yes.
suit is taking it. So this is why I'm saying that the suit at that time,
Well, that was a big fight. But
That's
not
why
only
he could
Tony
handle-
Stark, the
that's-
Doctor Strange too.
yeah, I said that suit at that time could have handled some of the stones
Oh, okay. At this time,
without
okay.
killing Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Tony Stark could have built a glove and used some of the stones
Yeah.
as power.
Yeah. Oh, you
in
know
that
what?
group.
Doctor Strange's illusion thing was right before they got the glove off. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a
Yeah,
big
'cause-
battle
well, yeah,
between
'cause-
Tony
yeah,
Stark.
well, that's the thing. Yeah, because remember he opened. Well, no, I think it was later on.
Yeah, he
after
opened all
he
those
got the
illusions
glove.
of himself. Yeah.
Yeah, he does all of himself, and he throws all the sling rings on him, and he uses the glove.
Yeah. The
to beat
reality.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he beats him, so he pretty much beats them, and that he beats Strange, and then Phyllis realizes he tells Strange, he goes,
No more
you
tricks.
didn't use this stone. You used the most powerful stone. You haven't even used this on
Yeah,
me."
you haven't
He already
used
knows
it.
it's fake
Yep.
because he hasn't used it, so he's had it hidden the whole time. Breaks it, throws him away, and then that's when he fights Stark and almost kills Stark.
Yeah, he almost kills Stark.
Whenever
He stabs
runs
him.
that Stabs Stark right through the deal.
I
then
like
tells
that
him-
Thanos know who Tony was. You know me?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not
Oh,
the only
yeah.
one cursed with information. The only curse I have is you.
yeah. I like it the way that he says it. Like he's the thing, but Tony Stark is actually the good guy. Still.
Yes.
I mean, the knowledge he's cursed with is to save people.
Yes.
This other guy thinks his knowledge is to save people, but actually he's destroying.
Yeah, it's
people.
destroying to people. Yeah.
He's just destroying people. And of course, I like it how he said. And this is when I was sitting there at the theater. I was like, man, this movie's starting to suck.
Because you know he's not gonna beat Thanos, right? Like there's no way.
Yeah, well, I thought he was going to die. I thought this was the end of Tony Stark because I already knew that he was leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, well, he's going to leave early in the movie.
Oh.
know.
Oh, you thought Endgame wouldn't have had Tony Stark?
Yeah, I didn't think Endgame Tony Stark was going to make it to Endgame
Okay.
because you already knew that some characters were supposed to die in this movie and some characters were supposed to die in the other movie.
Yes.
So I already thought right then because he goes, I hope people remember.
Oh, you're right. You know what? I thought Captain America was gonna die at the end of Endgame. Actually.
Yeah, well, you kind of thought I didn't know about that, but I know that right there. I mean, Tony Stark is about to die.
Yeah. Well, because he got stabbed. That's when you thought
Yeah.
another one gone.
Yeah, and then of course
Doctor
right then,
Strange,
that's when
yeah.
Stark's like Strange is like, I'll give you the deal, no tricks.
Yeah. If you spare his life, I'll give you the stone.
Yeah, because right then he realized Tony Stark is more valuable to winning
Yeah.
than the stone because he already saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Like that was an important line where like he would save the stone, right? But he didn't. Because he didn't know what was going on. Now he's saving Tony.
Because
instead
now
of the stone.
because I mean, if you're really reading into this, Tony Stark is the key now.
Yes.
Because he's like the stone. Because I mean, he killed Tony Stark and take that stone.
Yeah.
Might as well just give him the stone and keep Tony
Keep
Stark.
Tony Stark. Yep. You just keep Tony alive.
And of course, Tony was all mad, but I like it when he goes.
What did you do?
We didn't say it yet, but he's gonna say it.
Yeah.
We're in the end game now.
Yep. Because this is the second time Guardians lost to Thanos.
Yes.
Because when Thanos leave, Peter Quill comes back like, did we just lose?
Yep, I know.
And that's when Tony got onto Doctor Strange like, why did you do that? Oh. And then now they're stuck on that planet.
But that's the thing, though. He can't tell him
No,
why.
he can't.
Because Tony would probably overthink things.
Yeah. This is the end game.
Oh, this is good.
This is good because he got
And of
5
course,
stones. One
Thanos
should
just
go.
disappears and goes to Earth.
Yep. Immediately. Holy crap. He doesn't waste time, man.
So now Thanos has the time stone.
Yes.
And I like it because the scene is he's just walking along and first Thor Banner tries to stop him.
Yeah.
Boom, throws Banner into the rock. Then Captain America tries to stop him. Bam, throws
Well, he
Captain
knocks him
America
down, yeah.
Yeah, knocks him down. I forgot who else.
Black Panther.
Black Panther knocks him down, takes out Falcon.
No, wait, when
takes
he
out
did
Brody.
the Black Panther thing, that absorption broke when he hit the ground.
Absorption, yeah, it blew up in the ground.
Yeah, it didn't even work on Thanos.
Yeah. I know. I mean, yeah. Well, he couldn't because the glove. He just keeps closing his fist.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The rule in the movie, and the writers made this rule that he has to close his fist to use the power. That's the whole deal. So that way they could put a blanket between his hand or anything, or hold his hand open.
Oh, that's right. Doctor Strange said that. Don't let him close his fist.
Yeah, they said the deal, but the writers ahead of time wrote that in there. They said they had to do that. That was the rule in the universe.
They showed it in the beginning too, when Loki trying to stab him and he closes his fist.
Yep, he has to close his fist, and they wrote that in there. That way, you have a weakness.
Yes.
Of course, he makes it all the way through those people.
Oh yeah, he.
And then, I mean, even Captain America. I like it when Captain America jumps again. He's holding his hand open, holding his hand up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he hits him with the other hand. Yeah, he holds his hand open.
Yep. And then busting him with the deal.
So they kind of have that in that comic book too, when Captain America fights Thanos. But when Thanos hits Captain America, right, he broke the shield.
Oh well, this happens because the shield breaking is coming up.
Yeah.
But I like it, and then that's the problem. In a way, what's the name? Scarlet Witch is almost too young.
Yes, he's too young. I know.
Well, she's very young, and she
hasn't learned her skills.
Well, she's not getting anything she wants in life.
No.
Her life is like Thor's.
Yes, exactly.
Everybody she loves dies. I mean, her whole childhood's been a war deal. She had to grow up fast, and she still hasn't mature enough.
No.
And now she's like got to kill her boyfriend.
Yes.
She's got to kill him.
Everything was taken away from her, and she has to be the one that's taking this away.
Yeah, she has to make. That's the thing. Vision goes, "I'll make the sacrifice," but that's the problem also there now.
Yeah.
Vision's not making the sacrifice.
And she is.
She has to make the sacrifice.
I know.
Like Vision can't kill himself.
So I like that part. She's powerful enough to break an Infinity Stone. So Vision knew this, right? But I don't think Wanda knew.
I don't think she. Yeah, well, she didn't care. She didn't want to know this.
No, she doesn't want to know. She's powerful enough to stop
she doesn't
Thanos
care about
if she wants.
Her powers really don't matter that much to her.
No.
Because we already seen this. She just wants to be normal.
Yes. Oh.
I mean, that's why when we see WandaVision, she tries to live a normal life.
Yeah, she just wants to be normal. Yep. To television, wants to know.
Person. She's like wants to be this housewife and have kids and all that. That's all she wants. She don't want any of that other crap. Oh. She destroys this steel, and she hits the ground. And this is what kind of ticks me off. It's a good line, but it also ticks me off in a way. Thanos walks up and hits her on the head and goes,
she understands.
I've lost it. Basically, you lost a lot. And then, of course, he's got to go, I lost a lot, too.
Yeah, he lost a lot, too, but there's no time to mourn.
Yeah, but I don't know why. But I'm like, what a self-centered jerk.
Well, yeah, but before that scene, I like to point out how Wanda was powerful enough to break the stone, right? And to keep Thanos back at the same time. Man, it's just doing... No one has done that.
And he had that glove.
He had 5 stones, and he's like backing off, and he had his fist closed, like you said. Yeah. He's doing this with that, I guess, some kind of force
shield to stop her.
Man, and she's able. Oh, if she was much stronger, this wouldn't have been a problem. But that's why I like the timing of this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got to have a story.
Yep, we have to have a story. Yep.
Sometimes if people want to point out, this, if you would have done this, you wouldn't have a story.
Yeah, but then.
But then we go to the theater.
Exactly. But then we go to the theater just to like, okay, Scarlet Witch can finish Thanos like that. Boom, disappear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or they destroy the stone. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I sat in the theater for 10 minutes and then I went home.
Yeah. Would you want to see exactly like I know Scarlet Witch can, right? But she's not there yet.
Yeah, it's a story.
Like once I'm hoping after Multiverse of Madness, right? If Thanos were to come back, and now she can finish him like that. But that would be stupid. Like, why would he come back? It's a bigger villain.
It also robs other characters.
Yes,
because of course he's like, I like how he always tells everybody, I like you, because they can do what they can go through the death thing.
Yeah,
but of course all he does is turns back time.
Oh. When he turned back time, that was exactly why he needed the time stone. Like, he turns back time. Oh.
He turns back time, puts Vision back together, and then takes the time stone from him and kills him.
So she makes Wanda go do that twice.
She had to watch him die twice.
Man, that if that's not good writing, I don't know what is.
And of course, he just knocks her out of the way.
Yeah, MCU is so upper for nerds.
But here's what I love. Because, we're always wanting to know if Odin could beat Thanos.
Yeah.
He would have had the same power Thor has right now. You see Thor land this axe right into him.
Yeah, right after he got the stones. Yep.
Yeah, I love it. It says Thor can kill him easily.
But it's also
course,
timing too.
But also Thor is still not thinking enough.
No.
Because I like it when he looks at Thor and he goes, "You should have went for the head."
Yeah, he went for the head, and then he did the snap.
Yeah, snap. Bam.
Then he used the time thing again to get the axe out of his chest.
Well, now whether he pushes the axe all the way in further.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really matter.
Oh no, I'm talking about when Thanos leaves.
But yeah, when Thanos snaps his finger, he automatically goes to that world.
Yep.
I guess he goes into a dream state.
Yeah.
It might have something to do with. It's probably the Soul Stone sent him there. Because remember how the Soul Stone, when he got the Soul Stone, it took him to like a river,
like that lake,
or a lake or something, where he's on like a lake again with the building. And he sees Gamora, the child Gamora.
Yes.
She asked him,
"Did you
so
do
what
it?
did it cost?"
Yeah, everything. Oh, that's so great.
And then boom, he snaps back in. Of course, he's got the axe to him, and he steps back through time. And of course, they're yelling, "What did you do?
Yep.
What did you do?"
And he just leaves.
And then just sitting there, and Captain America's sitting there, and here you see Bucky.
Yeah.
And his arms just fading away. Oh, that's so creepy. Falls down.
That part is exactly like the comic book.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not Bucky, but the Ash thing.
Oh, okay.
In the comic book, when Thanos did this, right? He was in Titan, I believe. I can't remember. He was sitting down. He did this. Everything started ashing away.
Oh, well, he killed him on Earth this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything. Fall apart. Yeah, you see him fall apart, and then you see people all over the battlefield apart.
Yep.
Then of course Black Panther's trying to get Akela or whatever her name is, and he just.
We need to go.
I couldn't believe it when I saw Black Panther. I was like, what?
Yep.
Black Panther's not going to be the next one.
I know.
I'm like, I mean, I guess in a way, you're also thinking in the back of your mind, yeah, he's going to survive because this movie was awesome.
This movie is awesome. But Groot is gone. Falcon is gone.
Yeah, Falcon. It's pretty much all the original Avengers live, and everybody else vanishes.
Yes, Scarlet Witch is. Well, they don't call her Scarlet Witch. Wanda is gone.
Yeah, Wanda's gone. She fades away. Of course, like we said, Falcon, because Rhodey's looking for him.
Yeah.
And then it shoots the Titan. It's just, man, it's the one that almost grabs you the most. Well, because you see all the
everyone is gone except for Nebula and Tony Stark.
Yeah, but you see the Guardians disappear first, and then of course Strange.
Oh wait! Before you do this, before we go on, we forgot to talk about when they were in the pod, right? With Groot, Rocket, and Thor. Thor tells Rocket that he doesn't have much to lose, and that's when Rocket said to himself,
yes.
"I have a lot to lose."
Yes, I have a lot to lose.
Yeah.
And of course, we got to point out Groot disappeared too.
Yeah, Groot does disappear.
Rocket is alive.
Rocket lost everyone.
So the only Guardians of the Galaxy left are Rocket
and Nebula.
Yeah, that's it. All the Guardians died, disappeared, and then of course Strange is looking at Tony and told him they're in the end game.
Yeah, then the end game. This is the way.
And he vanishes, and of course the hardest moment is when Peter Parker shows up.
He's like, "I'm not feeling.
I don't feel so good," and he grabs and
I don't want to go.
Then he disappeared. Yeah, he's scared to die.
I don't want to go. Yep. Oh.
I was like, what? This is hard.
It is hard, man. This movie is so great.
But here's the problem: this movie didn't get any Oscar noms.
No, right?
And this is some of the best acting of all the.
It is some of the best.
Panther got a bunch of nominations.
Well, I felt that because we're a minority, Like I said before, I don't think I said online, you're white and I'm not black. So, I don't know where this is going. So Black Panther I think it deserved it, but I think Avengers
deserved it too.
They had so much actors, they were putting on their A game, literally.
Yeah, I mean, this one, these guys, all the actors in these last two movies pushed it to the limit.
Do you think it was because of a superhero movie?
I don't know. But here's what ticks me off, because I'm cool with all that, but what ticks me off is they didn't get nominations, but Joker got a bunch.
Oh.
What the hell, man?
And The Dark Knight got a bunch.
Yeah, what kind of crap is that?
It is crap, it sucks.
I mean, those are good movies, but they weren't.
But you know what? We're not in this business to win awards, okay?
No,
we're in this business to tell a great story. Yeah, entertain and to tell a great story. And which
usually once you get an Oscar, you're kind of suck.
Remember, this movie is 2 hours and 32 minutes, right? It didn't seem 2 hours and 32 minutes.
No, it didn't.
Because the pacing was so fast.
And Endgame is even better to me.
Oh, Endgame is even better. Yeah, Endgame is so
Endgame
good.
Just flies. You fly through Endgame.
Because you're trying to figure out, like, what the heck. Well, let's not get to Endgame. But this one.
It's a ride.
It is a ride.
I
mean, come on. Like, even after that scene, right? Like, and then they go into the credits like everybody's defeated. It's exactly the moment when Luke, they put a new hand on Luke, right? And they're looking at the new Death Star. Like nobody knows what to do.
They're looking at space, because basically, because you see Tony just sitting there.
Yeah.
And Nebula's comes up to him.
They don't know what to do.
You know what I mean? Because you leave with Captain America just kind of sitting there on the ground.
This is the first time that they lost.
Yep.
Tremendously. Like, it's not a minor loss. Like,
well, yeah, because half the world. And then we get the credits. Credit scenes. We're in New York, which is the New York scene is with Maria Hill
and Nick Fury,
which actually takes place at the exact time because they're wondering where Stark is.
Yes.
And then they're reading that there's a giant battle going on in Wakanda. And then they register a giant energy hit.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden this car spins out.
And then they're trying to see if the guy's okay, but there's nobody inside. Oh.
There's no driver, and then the helicopter slams into the building. And then Maria just starts disappearing.
Is it like Nick? And he's like, yeah, he's not. He went to get the pager.
Yeah, he runs to get that pager, and he drops that pager. And of course, he does his signature line.
Oh, I know. I see for the whole MCU, right? Everybody wonder if like they're gonna let Sam Jackson say the line, and he doesn't say it until they get to cut it off. See, this is what I'm talking about when they smart planning. Disney and Marvel
this is such a good scene.
Great planning. When he's like, "Oh, mother," and then boom, then they zoom into the pager.
Yeah. Did you know who the pager symbol was?
No, I didn't, because I don't know much about Captain Marvel.
Okay, I knew who it was.
Oh,
I didn't at first. When I first saw it, and I knew that I knew who the symbol it was.
Oh, okay.
So I saw the symbol. It wasn't. I had to walk as soon as I walked out of the theater ways. I was like, Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
It's Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Red. But you know what's very funny? At the end of the movie, it would just say Thor will return.
Oh, does it? Okay.
It says Thor will return, but that was it. That was the whole ending.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? It just say Thor. It didn't say Avengers will return. It just says Thor. Because at that moment, right, Thor was the only one that can kill Thanos, fight Thanos.
Yeah.
So they're trying to give you that little smidget of hope, right?
Well, the thing was also, I think, I left the theater wondering if Thanos was still alive. I mean,
I
guess
knew
it didn't
Thanos
really
was
dawn on me that he walked out, because I mean, he did phase out.
He did phase out because like the thing in the chest, I just assumed that he used the time stone at the same time to get that out, and then he just went home.
May have.
Because he said that in the movie. He just, what are you going to do this after you're done? Oh, I'm just going to go home. That's the same thing that happens in these two.
Okay.
After he did what he did, right? You know where Adam Warlock found him? On his planet.
Just chilling.
Thanos is a farmer.
Oh. Wow.
He's a farmer in the comic book, but I guess they kind of show that in Endgame.
It's like,
he grows his own vegetables.
Farmers some Infinity Stones now.
Yeah.
Farmers don't kill people though.
Well,
they grow things.
You can grow things, okay? Like I could call myself. I have plants in my backyard too, but I'm not a farmer. But like, I like to grow plants. But Thanos is like, he's a scarecrow. He remember? He put his pajamas on his scarecrow.
In Endgame, yeah. He puts his
not only in Endgame, he does it in the comic books too.
Okay, but we haven't got to that far yet.
No, we haven't.
Okay, so there we are, finished.
Yep, we're finished. Can you believe it?
We're not really finished.
No, we got 3 movies. No,
3
4 movies to go.
Oh, 4 movies.
Because at this whole time, right, we don't know where Ant-Man is. They talk about him about.
No, they do tell it because They talk
about Hawkeye and they talk about Ant-Man.
Yeah, and they get out of it was too hard on their families, so they took a plea deal.
Yep.
And now they're being monitored.
That's when Banner said, "Wait, so that's an Ant-Man and a Spider-Man?"
Yeah, so that's where these 2 characters, and we get to see these characters in the next movie.
Exactly, because like we don't get to see them until Endgame. Actually, you know what? We get to see Ant-Man in the
we'll see Ant-Man next. We'll see Captain Marvel.
Yep.
And then we get the Endgame. Then we get Spider-Man. And then we close out the 4th.
Then we close out the 4th. Yep. Oh wow, I can't believe it. I still remember when we were just talking about the first Avenger, and now we're all the way here already. Yep. Isn't that great? And for people who listen to us on Spotify, thank you.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Thank you.
We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet.
After the MCU, we're still gonna do other movies. You know what? Like what Shane said. Like maybe we'll do Don't Care. Maybe we'll go into DC. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll change our mind.
I think we're gonna have to do. We're gonna visit a little bit of the DC.
Oh yeah, I want to do.
Hey, not the DE, not the universe. They kind of dropped
DCEU. Yeah.
I mean, Marvel's already picked up what they're going to do, so
Yep.
do it better.
They do
Oh,
it
come
better.
on. The
They do
first
it
time I
well.
heard about the multiple universes in a comic book movie was for The Flash.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then all of a sudden it's like, oh, wait, the MCU's doing that. So I'm like, okay, cool, better.
Yep, it is better. So
'Cause,
I'm gonna end it right here, and
Cool.
we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching this segment of our reviews. I hope you had a great time listening to us. Be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.